I think EG is better than Navi in general.
Okay.
So
EG better than Navi. Yeah, yeah. That's pretty safe to say, right? Febby, you are allowed to talk, by the way. That's true. Okay. Draft-wise stuff. Anything weird? Brood first phase seems a little bit weird.
I'm not. I
Tree
didn't watch the
first
Navi
phase.
games. I don't know if they picked Brood in any of the games, so it's kind of interesting to me.
But do they know that? Okay, I don't think they're listening to the cast right now. If they are, that's cheating. Pretty sure. Nick's first ban too. Invis heroes, right? Except for Brood.
It used to be Invis.
Yeah, we'll count it.
Ogre, I think that hero's really strong right now. The Solar Crest is one of the stronger items this patch, and being able to double, triple, quad Solar Crest the entire enemy team during team fights.
Oh god, you can do that, huh?
Yeah,
Oh
and
damn, that's sick.
also during the laning stage, it was against Alliance vs Secret. They ran a Dark Willow Ogre, and they completely
Yeah.
crushed the Secret safe lane.
Yeah, he went like 2-0-2.
Yeah.
He basically just right-clicked. It's just a right-click monster. It was good. Enchantress is going to be their potential offlane hero.
Is it ran more as a 3 right now than a 4? Yeah. Good hero against Ench.
Yeah,
Magic damage, doesn't care about untouchable.
exactly. It's all physical, and her armor is really low. That's a good point.
Do you think they pick Sumail's hero this early? Isn't he usually kind of a later pick, kind of a more game-winning hero for the EG?
I would argue that Lesh is kind of good no matter what, though. I don't feel like, I don't know about in terms of like mid matchup stuff, but I feel like the hero is just always useful, right? Like you're gonna kill towers, you're gonna farm fast, you have a stun. I feel like other than matchup disadvantages, it's just safe. Like unless you're like forcing him into a support, I don't like that personally. But he works as a 3. You could put him in a safe lane potentially, so I feel like it's not that dangerous to pick him really early myself.
All right, so there's 2 picks now. The Sand King, I think that kind of pushes the Lesh towards a dual lane with the Sand King, either 3 or 4. And then the Alk, right? That's been kind of a hot hero this patch.
Yeah, for sure. Why do you think he's so good?
Some teams run it mid or safe. The levels on the hero are really good as mid, and the free farm in the safe lane also accelerates, so you can accelerate in multiple ways depending on his lane. I think his 25 talent's very strong. The base attack time makes all his items much stronger. And then kind of AC and his 15 talent, which is the 50 damage, gives him this peak timing where you hit the AC, you hit the 50 damage, you want to hit towers, you want to hit Roche, and your objectives are much quicker than normal.
Yeah, they did that same build you were talking about in the last series we watched. I don't remember what team it was. It must have been not Mineski. TNC. TNC played it, and they went damage stuff too. I think they lost that game though. Yeah.
Yep. There was one, yeah. You see they banned the AA. Most teams have been first phase in ban AA, so at the first phase, AUK, the first pick, second pick, is a lot scarier. But they got away with the in on a 10th pick.
Because they had first, yeah. Yeah, they got to pick the Alk and go for the ban. Yeah, makes sense.
The Chen ban I think is good. It lets Chen can kind of protect his jungle with creeps, give pressure away from the AUK, give him a couple minutes of extra space. Yeah. What do you think they're gonna ban? Do you think they need to protect the AUK more with a Timber ban maybe? Also against the Ench. I guess they have an Ench to deal with the Timber, but
Do you guys actually think Timber is good? I feel like it's a hero who just like dumpsters the lane for the first 15 minutes, but then becomes kind of useless. How do you make Timber good?
blast down towers or like can take towers really fast because it is like fast tempo, but it just needs a tower hitter. So I think Timber pick makes a lot of sense.
Just because it like beats Elk and does a lot of pure damage and like counter strength heroes, that kind of a thing.
50%, that isn't the other 50 because of the Leshrac. It's really amazing with Leshrac.
Do you think it's good with just a tower push so you can kind of group around your Timber and want to force an objective together?
Yeah, I've heard like this TI, a lot of the it's like all early tempos.
Mm.
Even though the game ends at 40 minutes, the game's kind of decided at 20 minutes, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just a slowly, they're starving the enemy team slowly. That's why it ends at 40, 30 minutes. But the game kind of, it feels like gets decided at 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. They banned the Sven. It's probably because like heavy physical damage. Alk doesn't have much armor in the early game. I think it also farms at about the same speed as Alchemist for the first 20 minutes, so you can kind of keep up in net worth and not be scared.
A known RTZ hero too, and it's really amazing against Archimist.
EG getting all stunts. Elder Titan, good teamfight disruption basically. I do like having Lesh, Sand-King, Elder Titan all three together look really nice. Feels like they could also like hit Alchemist on the front line and then hit back line with Spirit Stomp as always because you know they're going to run in to try to save him.
I really like the ET pick. It's gonna work really well with the Leshrac.
So that kind of commits the Lesh to a 2 now, right?
It is. I was thinking about it. I feel like
I
it
guess
can
so.
be run as a 5. I've seen Fly play it as 5. So
The Leshrac?
yeah, no, the Elder Titan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's surprising. I'd say most likely it's going to be a 4 ET, a 3 Sand King. Kind of do a dueling like that. They can pull the waves into the Sand King with the Spirit, give him a nice lane. At the same time, if the Alk is safe lane, he might free farm as well.
Against Sand-King ET is what you're saying?
Yeah, I think they don't apply. They apply a lot of pressure, maybe.
You can't defend yourself is the issue, you know? Like all you can do is acid spray, so it feels still
Mhm.
kind of scary for him. It depends what his support is, but
I think EG's best bet is put the Sand King Leshrac side lane, those two against the Archimist, and pick another hero for Archimist, so he doesn't have anywhere to go to the lane.
what like put like a Monkey King mid or something, like some lane counter, and then like Warlock could hypothetically stabilize it too. And a gyro. What's up? How come teams are picking gyro without IO?
The hero plays pretty fast now.
What changed? Just like base damage increase, like that was about it.
Yeah, base damage increase. They increased the HP talent as well a couple patches ago.
That's true.
You don't always take it, but in the games where you feel you want a front line, you want to like keep going in, it gives you a little extra buffer. You can maybe get an extra Q off, Rocket Barrage. Some teams also have run a mid. I think a while ago VP used to run a mid. No one, I believe last TI, they would play Gyrocopter mid a lot. So it's still an option for them to gyro mid.
Okay.
I think there's two reasons. Axe Mayor, it was great before, but now you can eat the axe, so like you can scale even more. That's one. The other two is like the tempo is really fast this meta, and especially with Leshrac, they have the hero killer gyro, they have tower killer Leshrac. So I think these two heroes kind of like work well with each other for the synergy.
I mean, it looks good with all four of them too. Like, I guess they have an abundance of magic damage.
There's
right
something
now, but
off with Navi's heroes. Is it like the no stuns? I just feel like they're just gonna get ran over.
Razor's kind of like a counter run upper too. You could he could buy like fast hood and actually counter fight them. I think.
I feel like there's too much damage. So with the maybe it's because of the ET. I feel like ET's aura is gonna do a lot for the gyro and the Leshrac.
It's true.
It works both, right? For both of them, they're both magic and physical heroes, so they take advantage of both sides of the aura.
Yeah, this ET pick looks really smart.
It was also a very fast pick gyro to respond to the Warlock, so I think they had the plan to pick the ET into a gyro no matter what. So
I mean, I actually kind of like Warlock to make it work too, because yes, they're gonna run at them, but with like the two frontliners of Alk and Razor, it's like two relatively tanky guys. If you slap like a heal on those guys, and they have enough items themselves, they can actually like hit the Elder Titan and kill him, or just sap like 80 damage from Gyrocopter, and the Gyrocopter feels kind of bad. I think it's actually kind of okay. And traditionally, Navi plays an excellent Razor. Like Crystallized plays it, but always buys the right item. ET will be another good way to limit run at them. Like a Boulder Smash through EG when they're trying to run them down is gonna like limit their ability to dive. I feel like.
The Warlock is kind of a It secures the Alk safe lane. You can just heal him
Mhm.
over, give him an extra, tango or two worth of regen every couple seconds. So I think the Warlock is kind of a safe pick here. It's kind of like a Bane, where it secures your safe lane, secures your early game. And for Navi's draft right now, I think it centers around this Elk
Mhm.
to kind of carry them in the game. They need to get past this early game where EG has all this magic damage right now.
Mhm.
Their lanes are really strong, and once they get maybe to a BKB time on this Alchemist, this Radiance, BKB, maybe AC, I think they're going to be really strong, especially if the Earth Spirit can get a couple good magnetizes, silences, slows. I think all that stuff is going to mess with EG right now.
Yeah, they basically have 4 heroes that work pretty damn good in the early game, and then delay until Alchemist gets strong, more or less.
So they banned the Quap. So I think Quap is a classic lane counter to Razor. You can blink out of the static link. You don't take any damage. You can actually harass them out of the lane, which is kind of uncommon for most heroes. So they're assuming that Lesh is not a mid hero, or the Gyro. They're kind of assuming that Sumail is going to be this 10th pick hero.
Mhm.
So do you see any good 10th pick heroes that Sumail could do in this game?
I feel like you should answer that question since
Me?
you are the
Yeah,
mid
you
player.
are the mid player.
Yeah. What would you pick against Razor?
Not Shadow Demon.
Obviously, no, come on, dude. Obviously Shadow.
Is it a Leshrac mid?
It is most likely a Leshrac mid. Or Gyro. But yeah,
It's a Leshrac
Yeah.
mid.
Sumail's like, I'll just beat him.
Yeah.
I'll just Sumail him, dude.
I think that lane is okay for both sides. I don't think either side's going to be too sad about the matchup.
Because you still have like 2 spells to last hit
Yeah,
with. You could
even if
lightning
you-
or
yeah.
stun.
You can, if the Razor goes to jungle, you can force his tower with Edict.
Oh, see guys, inside information. Fly, position 5 ET.
Wow.
How's the inside info?
By clicking pubs button and seeing him play ET.
That's it? Okay.
You have Fly in your friends list?
No, you said just like Dota buff or
No,
something.
okay.
Yeah, I'm a stalker.
I see.
So do you have an opinion on the draft? Do you think EG's draft is a little stronger than
think-
Navi?
I think Burba finally is doing his job. EG outdrafted Navi. Like their lineup is so fast. Navi's lineup is really slow with the Warlock, and the Warlock ult is really slow. Alchemist takes like pretty long time to come online. It usually doesn't these days, but I feel like at nighttime the EG's heroes are gonna run over them with the Leshrac at nighttime.
Also, Blizzy has no cosmetics, dude. It's shameful. Look at that. It's like he hasn't even picked his hero yet. Everyone else looks cool now, not him.
So that's an offlane ledge, correct?
Yeah.
And
Unawfully. Oh, Enchantress. Yeah.
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 Who
Probably.
do you guys prefer, Purge and Gunner?
Between what?
Like, which lineup do you like the most?
I think if EG can snowball their lead before 25-30 minutes, it's really good. But I'd be worried if this out gets a BKB typing. That's fairly good. Because most of EG heroes can't do anything to a BKB. They now have Purge,
That's right.
which is going to stop the Alchemist in his tracks for a couple seconds during his BKB. But
And stop like Shadow Word too.
Yeah.
And other things.
it also, you can purge the Gyro Rocket Barrage, so the Ench lane's actually fairly well against
Oh
Gyro
god,
now.
I played against it the other day. I was so mad. Like when it would happen to me, I was like,
Yeah.
"Where's it going?" And then I realized, and I was like, "Oh, I just can't use my damage skill."
Yeah, Inch is really great against Gyro.
Yeah.
It purges everything, and it can man fight mid late game too. So Gyro does not feel good playing against the Inch.
You can't dispel Flat Cannon at least,
No.
so there's that. But yeah, Rocket Barrage, man.
Yeah, Rocket Barrage is the magic damage that kills the Inch and disperses it. So
A lot of teams have been smoking early game for either they get a mid ward now, or they smoke in the enemy jungle, try to scout their lanes out.
Yeah, we saw TNC do it as well, successfully. I think I agree that I do like the EG lineup, but Magical's Razor is so good, dude. Maybe it's just because I saw it during Razor's glory days, but the guy just feels like the best Razor player to me.
is
Yeah.
Magical's glory days over? You said Magical glory days.
No, the Razor glory days.
Razor.
When
Ah,
when it was
Razor
like
glory days.
when Razor was like a monster, like 4 months ago, 5 months ago.
He is the Razor master.
Yeah, so yeah.
So you think this game is kind of dependent on whether Razor can, carry them through the early game?
Not necessarily. It's just I just see there's just like some hero player pairings, man, and they just make you say like he's gonna find a way. I don't know what it is, but he's gonna find some itemization and play style that's gonna be incredible. And look at it, it's a double Wraith Band, dude. Who could have guessed?
So it's a aggro tri-lane, I believe, for EG right now.
Double aggressive jungle. Oh, that's Navi, sorry. Yeah, they got 3 down here.
Yeah. So Enchantress is already running down here. I could see him have some issues if he's kind of left alone, defend for himself. But if they give him maybe even an Earth Spirit to kind of help defend him from EG's heroes, I think the Navi should
Cool.
have a fine time down here.
See what they did? They double blocked the incoming creep wave so that the enemy creep wave is under tower, so that this wave will push out. And once this happens and they get the creep wave past, like over into this
It
area.
was a 3-1 basically from the
He's not
very
fine.
beginning.
Yeah. He'll live. It was pretty close though.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gonna feel really bad now. The Nature's isn't that much heal at level 1. So
Yeah,
he's gonna
400.
maybe get to full health, but no mana now. He
And
only
the
has 3
wave's still
tankos
pushing.
left.
So
See-
mid matchup, is this normal, Connor?
The Razor beating the Lush, really?
It's too
Oh.
early to tell, I guess. It's just like
That's pretty close.
second, third wave, right?
Yeah. It's a hard. It gets easier once you get more levels. You can spells do more damage. It's harder for him to just get this really high amount of damage and get every last hit because your nuke doesn't do enough. So it's probably going worse than it should, but I don't think Sumail is gonna feel too bad.
I mean, he got some good damage in here. Not bad. In the meantime, the Alchemist we haven't poked at yet, 9 and 5
And the-
versus
and the-
Sanking's 1.
The top tri lane, EG got their pull off, so the tri lane for Navi doesn't feel that great. Sanking is level 3s, kind of feeling okay.
Saving some skill points.
Uh-huh.
See what
But
he
he
does.
has no regen though. Crit has a Zar for him.
Yeah, he'll be okay.
I think Navi's gonna feel fine with this. The Salk is completely free farm right now, and I think he's kind of the key to their victory. So as long as they keep this out kind of rolling, but at the same time,
He'll burrow through some damage here.
he's a Salve. He should be
Yeah,
fine.
He lost some damage, but I mean the double bracer's coming, and at this point he's just not going to die. So
More magic resistance. The Sand King's gonna do a lot less to him now. The
Do you think Blizzy should have got the enchant over the untouchable to dispel the rockets barrage?
I mean he got untouchable because he was going to die before. I think without untouchable he died in that previous engagement.
It's also important against the Elder Titan. I
Yeah.
think a lot of his damage he's taking right now is from the Elder Titan. The Gyro only commits on him when it's for a kill,
Mm.
and I think he's not gonna get that low without ET
And-
just smacking him.
And once he gets 2 untouchable, he's basically invulnerable against ET. And
Well,
ET
you can
stops
take it
being
off
invulnerable.
the ET's buff though. I think he should have got enchant. Like if it didn't need it for the level 2.
I guess, but I mean the level 1 buff isn't even that big of a deal. I don't feel like it's like he would still lose the lane against ET because then ET could trade regen with him essentially. So yeah, okay, maybe he can counteract the Astral Spear, but it doesn't matter. Like
Okay.
he would still get traded out. But if he gets 2 untouchable, it doesn't matter even if he's got Astral Spear damage
Alright.
because the attack speed's too low.
This mid lane is really hard for Sumail already.
Yeah.
I don't think at this point the lane's kind of hard to salvage for him. He's going to kind of hope for maybe some stacks in the jungle. Hope his Shadow Demon's giving him some stacks, and maybe he'll try to catch up. He'll at level 6, kind of jungle. Maybe give Shadow Demon some levels mid, but it's going kind of hard for him right now.
He'll make it up somehow. I don't know. Fly moving over to harass Arcane Rune stuff. Give him a little bit of space, kind of helps. Queuing up a bottle next. Magical going for another set of regen. No bottle for him. More self Tango. Blizzy picking up level 4 now. Only 8 last hits. 9 last hits compared to RTZ's 31. So Blizzy having a little bit of trouble. Considering how early
let's-
they picked the enchant.
Let's look at top. The Zaya. Fly TP'd over to her powered crit.
That's for bounties. So yeah, cleans it up.
That was a nice kick.
But S4 grabs one as well, so that's a triple for EG, pretty good. They are currently winning by a tiny amount of gold, not much.
Bounty runes are really important for both teams because
Why is
of an
that?
Alchemist.
Oh yeah, duh.
So EG is going to kind of over-rotate for these early game bounties, so that Alk's tempo is slowed just by a little. Because once he gets his Radiance timing, the hero's network just explodes.
Yep.
So anything you can do to just stop this Radiance timing from happening at a good time is gonna make the game much easier for you to play.
What do you even do to stop an Alchemist? Like, it feels like if you try to play it yourself, like it's so much harder than watching some pro player play it, of course. But like, how do you slow down Alchemist's farm?
If it's a mid Alchemist, you want to kind of rotate your supports into the jungle, so he doesn't get a free jungles a lot.
Look at the ET.
I'm busy. RTZ.
RTZ is
okay.
going
Isn't
down.
RTC alive? I think he should be safe. Or is he?
Nice
Oh,
roll.
the roar.
That's good. Punch punches him back. Oh, courier. Okay, it's fine. The ET. Okay, I'm looking. What happened?
Nah, he lived. Razor almost got him down, but Fly juked. Pretty good.
Oh, okay. So it was almost dangerous, but it wasn't.
Oh, Invis from Sumeru.
Oh, he's
He
got
can
6 too.
100-0 the Razor if he locked up.
Razor has a lot of stick charges and Fairy Fire.
No aura on fly yet, but he's still taking a lot.
Yeah, he's
Nice.
Nice. That was really well done.
They Sumail toggled his ult, so you can double proc the ult basically every 2 seconds, and
Okay.
deal about 50% more damage with the ult. It costs a lot more mana,
Mhm.
but if you need to get that little extra damage in at the last moment, yeah, it's simple trick.
I think Fly is trying to look for those stacks that Navi
Mm-hmm.
Navi did. If they steal this stack somehow with EG, and which I think they can.
I mean, you can just borrow the stacks and get a bunch of damage too.
Yeah, it's a nice ward.
Oh, he can get the courier. It's on cooldown. 144. Oh, oh, oh.
He sees it.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
Corey's gonna go down.
Oh! Oh!
Mid.
He
Oh,
fuck- he
Sumeru
messed
goes
it up.
down.
He didn't get it.
They saw him with the vision too. They're gonna know he's there.
What? Fly no. Oh man.
Give away the ward too. This ward's gonna get dewarded.
Oh, he's gonna get out though.
I feel like that sequence was really big. The
Yeah.
EG support should have outnumbered here and got these stacks. Giving away these stacks to Archimist is really big.
Look at all these golems, dude. It's just like last
Yeah.
game with the Sven.
This is actually like the game decider.
Game's over. Just call GG at this point. Is that what you're trying?
It's a yeah. But
Did you not go to that meeting? Remember?
it's a big
It
Shame.
definitely matters a lot, right?
Yeah, we were talking about in the draft that we wanted EG's nighttime to be really strong.
Yep.
And here they are taking use of the night. They're gonna rotate Sumail to the bot. Chance is gonna go down, and they're probably gonna force this tower. The Edict.
Yeah, I mean, he's got all these early Edicts levels. I feel like when Lesh was being played like a month ago, it would be like 2-3 points in Split Earth and Lightning Storm, and then they get Edict. But I guess if you're against a Razor and you want to take towers, it's a lot better to max Edict early.
My understanding of the hero is the lightning spell is used to kind of supplement your lane. If your lane's going really hard, you need more points in lightning. Ideally, you want kind of maybe 1 point in your lightning so that you can play fast, because the lightning doesn't allow you to play fast on towers.
Are you watching the Archimist?
Of course.
Alright.
I'm an excellent observer. Here they go.
He
Alk
gets
in
his ult
trouble.
off.
Oh, the great punch back as well. That was
Razor
sick.
comes in though.
Punch Lesh out of
Warlock down.
Pulse Nova.
Razor's taking a lot of damage with the aura.
Oh, Fly's punching really hard.
They want magical. He wants to play around here too. He's gonna lose
Look
poison.
at mid lane though. Oh, you're busy too.
We are.
Sumail's gonna go
He's gonna
down.
get this.
Oh, that was so close.
The kick's gonna.
Nice try from him.
Yeah.
RTZ with the cleanup.
The basey rotate, dude.
Oh,
the stomp.
That was really close.
that was close.
Kind of goes in the favor of Navi, right? The Alchemist didn't go down. The Leshrac goes down.
I suppose so. And Razor lived too, didn't he?
Yes.
They actually got so close to killing every hero there, but they didn't do it.
10-minute bounty runes. Navi smoking up for it.
They'll get 2 probably. Maybe not. Maybe they'll only get 1. S4's here. He's kind of low mana, but they could do a stun setup. Maybe kill Blizzy if he
It might
doesn't
try
get
to
his
kill you.
heal
S
off.
is coming over too. It should be favorable.
Alright, he heals ahead of time.
He's gonna get bursted.
Oh,
That
we have
neutral
SD.
help,
We have
but
SD.
Sumail in trouble. He does go down, but they
Wow.
get magical. That was super worth it, dude.
Yeah. They got the bounty run on UG too, I believe.
Oh yeah, Warlock was in there. I didn't even notice, dude. A level 4 Warlock is a creep, dude.
But yeah, that was really good. Again, the bounty runes are really important in this game for this Alchemist. So his team only giving him 1 bounty rune, I believe, is
Yeah,
gonna hurt him a lot.
what's his
Yeah, it
number?
was one
Oh,
bounty.
he's still got a big old net worth, but
Yeah.
Skellies.
This double bracer build that people have been going on Alchemist recently gives him kind of what he needs. This early game when he gets ganked, as you saw in the jungle, no one even hit him. They didn't want to hit him. He's too scary to hit, you know? He just heals it back up, doesn't take magic damage.
Feels like the build on literally any strength hero. It's like
Yeah.
you get 2 braces, you get your phase, and like you got everything.
The phase boots are really strong right now. I think armor is a very strong, thing to build right now. People are buying a lot of Basilius. People are buying a lot of medallions, lots of solar crests.
Yeah,
lot of
especially on
phase.
strength heroes.
Yeah.
They lack armor, so phase woods gives you a lot of
Trying to get
gives
an
you
S4 kill.
all of the armor.
S4. Should just go down. Free kill.
Wow. That's one of those moments that Enchant looks amazing. Like Sand King kind of difficult to kill, but the pure damage is insane. And he doesn't even have that many items. It's like a boots kill, basically.
But that death is gonna give EG to set up for mid tower.
Yeah, they're playing fast. They're all around mid. Even the gyro's rotated here.
Yeah, they can't defend this.
Oh, got a regen on Sumail as well.
That
It's
was a
going
200 IQ death by S4, I think. Yeah.
push the lane out a little bit. Enemy rotates. Go phase on Razor. We'll see what he goes talent-wise. He's queuing up Drum BKB.
So EG's gonna kind of give up this tower, I think.
I think they're gonna fight.
It kind of looks like it, actually.
Yeah.
S4's
It's
got
2
Veil.
full HP, the Razor Enchantress hits towers too.
He's looking
Oh,
for the
he's finding
Warlock.
Warlock.
Oh, no.
200
really
IQ.
good.
200 IQ.
He can't move.
Okay.
This fight's too hard without Golem.
It's DP out by Razor. So they do get out, but defend their tower, which is huge. Didn't have to use any super big ultimates. Crystallize still hit neutrals. He's going to have his Radiance soon. Definitely good timing, but that's about the only really good thing they got going for them. I guess Razor's doing fine-ish.
I really like this move by EG. Like they realize if they just hit the tower top, they're gonna be like out-leveled and like they wanna keep looking for fights.
Yeah.
They know they TP out of top, they're stuck
And
at
it's a
bottom,
trick too. Wow, look at that damage.
and they still get the top tower.
So they just assume basically that EG's wrapping around the tier 1,
Yes,
but instead they
yes.
get both really huge
Yeah.
benefits.
And the Navi is kind of getting choked out. They're getting starved out.
You can see how this Alk is trying to farm backwards. He's pulling the camps and only farming them when they're maximum pulled at the link. So he's
Why does he do that? Just to
just so he's
safer?
far away from where he's gonna get smoke ganked.
Gotcha.
So whenever people do that, they feel really like sad about the map.
Yeah, and then it's slower too, right? So everything you're doing is still decreasing your speed. Like he's been within 100 gold of Radiance for like actually a minute now or something.
His-
Sumeria got his Euros finished. Take the Gaida.
And he's rushed it too. 1 null. Magic Wand didn't finish. Yeah, he's
He's
still
a
got this other mantle. No boots upgrade, just straight into Yules.
I mean, if you look at like normal item timings, like you would say he's getting his items late, but I think it's okay. The moves that he's making is necessary for his team to be like fighting against the Alchemist lineup.
Does Yules really change his team fight in a huge way? Like defensively, it's obviously big, right? And he could potentially like Yules the Razor get out, but is it worth rushing it this hard?
It lets them set up for ganks. They don't have a lot of setup unless the Shadow Man runs in front and purges.
Yeah, that's true.
And they don't have the blink on the Sand King. So
Yeah, and he's
if he
not gonna
catches
be there.
someone, he can delay the fight for 2.5 seconds, get a stun another 2 more seconds. His team can catch up. It also gives him movement speed as well.
That's true.
And it just is all around just a comfortable item for Leshrac.
Yeah, we do know he likes the noise. Crit, actually utilizing the 4 position SD, okay, gets his Aether Lens really fast. His levels look pretty decent too. He got 2 Shadow Poison to help in the laning stage, and now he gave up on it. Max Soul Catcher is excellent against Alk Razor. And then it looks like he's leveling up Disruption next, most likely, to help save his course.
It also is nice if you can do it on the Alchemist. You get a Radiance Aura for your team. He also likes building AC, so you also can get a counter AC in the mid game.
I think EG is thinking about doing the same thing. They want to like fake push bottom and they want to look for a fight after the bottom. They want this game to be blood until they get BKBs at least.
Alright, so that was a nice 2 for 2 bounty runes. So I think Navi's still going to be happy with that because of the Alchemist. So
Yeah, Navi is happy with like a slow tempo game and just Archemist farming. And EG, I think they want to fight before their BKBs, before the Navi's BKBs are up.
if this game goes too late, this Alchemist can start buying Ags for his team.
Oh, huge TPs. They're setting up to kill on the Leshrac, but crit is ready.
Nice silence.
Oh god. Still taking a lot of damage though. Good Yules, puts him in the airbed, but he's in trouble. Yeah, he's gonna go down. Not enough HP. Buys back actually. He's
Razor.
TPing in the mid lane.
That's a weird buyback.
The Sumail one.
Yeah,
It's like open AI right here. Just instantly buys back. I'm dead. That's fine. I'm pushing, and that's what he's doing. He TPs mini, instantly pushes the creep wave. He's trying to get it free, a free two, because he knows that Razor's dead. So if he actually just went mid and crystallized and go here, tower's gone.
Is that actually what happened?
He tried. He had the siege creep there. It was. He saw it. He like walked towards the tower. Once the Aux drops the acid spray, though, it kind of makes a buyback. You know, feel really bad.
Kind of, but it also does keep his team on this side of the map, right? Like, I always underestimate that when I get ganked in weird positions and die. I'm like, okay, it's only one death, but now the enemy team just like invades my whole jungle. They put all the wards down and they feel comfortable doing stuff. Because if he dies there and doesn't buy back, EG plays a little bit careful. They don't necessarily get all these wards down. I mean, look at these beautiful wards.
Yeah.
They're kind of setting up on a kill on S4, but Crit is aware and like he's tanking the gank. S4 is very close to Blink. He got it. He got it.
It's very
Got
poor
his
now.
Blink.
We haven't seen any epis from him, I believe, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen
He's
it.
just been
Now we can with the Blink, newly purchased Blink. Let's see where he will use it.
Do you think they're gonna smoke up right now? Try to pressure
they
during the
already
night?
smoked up. They
Alright.
already smoked
They
up.
have, yes.
I feel like they're running into the wrong direction though. They should be running to the.
I mean, they've got really good vision of a lot of things. Oh, they just spotted Alk TP at the shrine. They're going there now.
Yes, it looks very juicy.
He does.
He
He's
does
got
have
blink.
a blink.
With crits, with SD second spare, the sword catcher is more than enough.
Oh, they saw him, but he just blinked away just in time.
The spidey sense,
Yeah, he actually had no vision there.
the crystallized spider sense.
God, that would have been so huge. Oh, just disrupt any damage.
Yeah, the next gank on Archimist is gonna finish his BKB too. So that was their best chance at catching the Archimist.
Feels bad.
It's not gonna feel horrible, I think. They the Auk TP'd bot, and then he had to walk all the way back to his base and then take a long path to the top. So he lost a lot of time on the map, but at the same time now he's gonna get free space on the other half of the map. So
That's true. Especially because Enchant is also pushing in top really deep. Set allies nearby, it's real safe.
Both teams are kind of gonna dodge their big fights until they have BKB on their main course. RTZ, they're waiting for RTZ BKB.
don't you think the Alchemist BKB is more important than the Gyro BKB?
Probably, yeah, just because EG has so many stuns and magic damage. But
The one thing we haven't talked about much is this Ench is really poor.
I was just thinking, like, this feels like a position 5 inch.
it does. Look at those items.
He just finished Hood, I believe.
Yep.
But, you know, he has magic resistance talents. He's kind of tanky now. The only heroes that do much damage to him is like Lesh still, and maybe Gyro going on him.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's not really a threat on the map, I think. I don't think they see him top pushing. They feel they have to rotate and kill him, you know. It's a big kill. They don't feel a big kill there.
Yeah. I mean, he's got the double neutrals, but it's definitely not
Archimist
that
BKB
huge.
is finished.
As is the Gyros.
Yep.
They're smoking, I think. Yep.
Yeah.
They might have seen. They saw some of the heroes. All right. They've got wards on Roche. They see Fly in the mid lane. They spot Arteezy.
Crit thinks they're gonna swim top, but there's some suspicious action top, so he TP top to make sure RTZ can push out all the way,
He's going to walk
and
into
he's
it.
just gonna break the smoke.
He
Oh
gets the
wait,
+1.
RTZ.
He's got BKB though.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
another stun.
I think it should be live.
Oh, he's actually playing this so safe.
sign of a good
He
carry.
really doesn't want to BKB here. Let's get a little careful.
Sign of a good carry. Always holding on to BKB. That's like.
Imagine if that rolling boulder hits him. Could have just died, but he held it. He's gonna go all the way back to base. I mean,
Sumeiko manning up for 20-minute bounty runes. And Sumeru is gonna say thank you. And it's gonna collect the 2 bounty runes and free kill.
3 bounty runes. Oh no, only 2.
So Zaya got it.
That's 3 runes for Navi, I believe. So this Auk, it's all the bounty runes, guys. Look at his net worth. 16,000 gold.
It was already pretty big, but yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
He's going Moonshard now?
Yep.
Uh,
Yep, sold the bracer.
I could see him switching it up and just going AC, and he just queued up a Moonshard, but at the same time, Moonshard, more value on him, low base attack time. So,
I'm kind of more worried about him just dying though, I guess. Like against other Titan and stuff.
mhm.
He's gonna lose 5 base armor. Fly did max out his aura. Is the first thing. Oh, it's kind of scary.
The hero does have to be around Auk, so the Astral Spear is only the magic part.
Yes, that's right.
So, he's not super tanky since he's a 5. Usually when people played him as a 4, they would go BKB, and kind of be this tanky hero, be able to give aura. But when people play him to M5, it's more about the setup and the magic damage.
What's surprising is that none of them are getting Spirit Vessel. Crit usually loves Spirit Vessel, like he would go Spirit Vessel on Rubik's and stuff too. It's a really good Spirit Vessel game too.
But it's not an IMF, it's SD very well. Like once in a while I'll get an earn, but Aether Lens and like mobility items are just so much better. Because your damage isn't as reliable as like
But
some
I feel
other
like
hero.
they need it. Like Enchantress, Archimist, they need the Vessel.
But they just don't have a good hero to buy. Like that's one of the weird things about SD4. It's like your items are, you can't be as flexible. I feel like sometimes.
He's all about positioning, being able to get your Qs off, your
Yeah.
disruptions, your soul catchers, even the purge. It's a long range, but
Look at EG Smoke.
they're gonna.
Smoke in your own jungle.
They just saw the Earth Spirit try to do ward.
So close.
He's gonna get.
He's got fast less track, dude.
Almost.
The pony's too fast.
Yeah, the move speed talent.
Crit
Oh
and
no, he wants
S4?
strength, dude. Sumail is going back on his heritage.
Crit
The
as
speed
well.
less track.
Moving fast to connect the mid. Look at the mid.
He's fine.
Oh, but 10-second BKB.
Yeah.
RTC feels bad about that one.
The strength of this game, I think, is there's a lot of damage on Navi that he has to survive.
He had that trouble in that first fight, bottom.
yeah.
It was like
where
he heals himself, but he still just died really quick.
So I don't think he needs to chase heroes this game. You know, he doesn't need to be this fast hero that they have to feel scared of running away. They're all gonna man up on Navi. You know, Alk's gonna go and he's gonna feel comfortable. Razor's gonna want to stay on you.
They also have like a billion stuns, so it's
Yeah.
like you don't need them necessarily to be slower than you as much.
Razor's gonna finish his BKB soon.
And once this Razor's a BKB, I think Navi can start feeling stronger and force this maybe mid tier 1. They can even Roche with the Alchemist and the Acid Spray. I think that Razor BKB timing is their go time, you know?
Yep.
And he did go Moonshot.
God, this attack speed is actually insane.
Yeah, that's without popping
Without
ult
you,
too.
yeah.
So he's going Heart. The Heart increases the ult regen you get by 50%. So it goes from 100 at level 3 to 150.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, they bought one earlier. It was a huge difference.
So that helps you going high ground. It helps you in team fights.
Oh, that blind rule.
Just random guess. Huge catch. I think they see him.
Ah,
They're
they're
rolling.
not.
Yeah.
Nice try. That was a really nice roll from Earth Spirit.
It was.
He's going pipe as well. A lot of offlaners have been building pipe this tournament, I think. It lets their team play like the early game, like Febby was saying earlier. Play this fast tempo, group up with their team, get objectives. At the same time, there's some why teams are going Medallion on teams and Solar Crest, so they can Roche faster, and then their carries can go high ground a little earlier than they normally would.
You can tell like Navi planned out the arc pick too, I think. Look at all these heroes. They feel so great with Axe.
It's actually good on
Yeah.
all of their heroes.
Yeah.
The Earth Spirit Axe, I think, is actually really strong this game if he ever gets it.
That's true.
If they commit on the Alchemist, he can roll in, turn him into a stone, stop this chain stun from happening. He'll get his BKB off no matter what.
Mhm.
That's
Becomes
obviously
Shadow
really
Demon.
far away, but
But yeah, it's great on all of them. Great on Warlock. Really
What's-
good on
What just
Enchant.
happened was like kind of like 25-minute runes are about to be up and EG is forced back to their side, so they have to waste those smoke.
To get back out fast enough.
Yes, and I think Navi is aware of it. Navi has everything up to 10-second BKBs and everything, so
Look at all these neutrals.
as
what
long
the
as Soneiko is in position to counter gank, they shouldn't fully commit on the Earth Spirit here.
heck? Wow, that's a lot of damage. Oh, they're actually fighting. He's taking a lot of damage.
Oh,
my
yeah.
god. He had disruption, but he was running left. I don't think he was expecting Ortiz to get caught. And once he did, he gave up, I guess.
Yeah, it looked like the fight was gonna be over.
not going to catch.
He ends up saving his life too, as a result. Well, I guess it's only one death instead of multiples.
It is a 1-for-1 right now, but they do see the Alk stun himself. He
Yeah.
doesn't have a BKB
They
or
do,
ult.
yeah, they know that he doesn't have BKB too. They wanna go.
Not going to catch.
Yeah, no vision.
It was a bit of a weird Yules, don't you think?
Yeah,
I think he thought it was a hero, maybe? Not sure.
I think he just didn't want to take the damage from it. He didn't want to get body blocked either. It kind of lets him go faster.
I suppose. But then it like guarantees that even if he spots somebody, he's not going to catch him easy.
He's going for Octarine, I believe, or Bloodstone.
Blink? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Bloodstone, probably.
He had blink Q, so I
Maybe.
was wondering, like, is he really gonna get a blink? It looks so fragile. But like, he gets the Soul Booster instead.
I mean, Octarine's kind of a cool idea because you would get a lot more survivable. But does he have the mana regen? I'm not sure.
I think he'll get Blossom. Arcane Rune on Leshrac.
That's a good one.
This arc is gonna get hard. It's gonna be very tanky.
He does have a heart. Wow. This Alk is very scary. I think EG's kind of past the point of this strong early game.
Right now, it's their kind of their timing. The Warlock ulti is down, so EG is playing very aggressive on the map, trying to find something. And I think Navi just doesn't want to come. Look at he's not even reacting.
There's so much damage. Can they get Blizzy too? Oh yeah. Oh
Maybe
my
it's-
god.
Yeah.
Alchemist to the nice disruption. They can't chase in the high ground. The ET doesn't have ult, but the Sanking still has epicenter, and it's kind of hard to fight into this high ground with this Elder Titan getting you stomps on you.
I mean, their damage is so huge. Soul Catcher as well. Anybody they catch, they just drop the Soul Catcher from super far away. 40% damage basically taken.
He's a butterfly finished on the gyrocopter. EG can actually rush very fast with the Leshrac and the gyro. So Navi should have to kind of have it in the back of their head, so that if they give up this area of the map, they should be worried about rush.
Now it's like kind of like a 5-5. Warlock's ulti is gonna be at backup. EG can't play that aggressive anymore.
The Butterfly is really good against both Razor and
power
Elk
is
too.
very low.
Trying to catch him. Oh, they can?
Sumail goes down.
That
Warlock ulti is gonna be up in 10. EG has to be very careful here. They have to look to get out.
They're going to try to cut their losses right now. They're going to give up the Sand King.
Blink. Oh, no blink.
Sumail died, bot lane got ganked, I guess.
I believe it was the Alchemist and the Earth Spirit.
Okay.
Were bot waiting in the trees, and then they jumped on the Leshrac.
Navi is gonna go into Rosh kill, I think. Here.
It's going to be slowed by the Elder Titan. But at best, it's going to force a buyback, I think, from the Leshrac.
They wanna find cures.
It's awkward because this mid-tier 1 is still alive, so
Oh, they should get the mid tower one first.
Lesh can buy back and instantly be at the fight here. They should be a little scared of that. At the same
Magic
time,
getting
Roche
rid of
is
the
almost dead
losers.
already.
Ooh, Stump was a little bit crappy there. I think they can finish it now. I don't think they want to buy back. Like, fighting into this is still really hard. Good call down.
Oh.
Catches 3 release. The flak damage
Flags
is actually
doing
insane.
So much. First slice manning up with BKB. Some BKB on BKB action. Earth Spirit rolls in and he just dies. Like
Sumail's
instantly.
not buying back.
BKB.
He's
Esper
holding.
has a stun in 3 seconds. 2. He just stuns away.
Magical running in. Kind of a crappy BKB on him, too.
But mission succeeded. Our Sumer is back up. Roche is
Wow.
not gonna seem to go down.
I'm really surprised
Is it
they were
time
able
for
to
EG to
defend.
walk in?
It is. Warlock ulti's down. None of them have BKBs, and when they don't have BKBs, EG has the better edge because of their superior magical damage. Even though magical is on Navi, they have
True.
superior magical damage. Yes.
That one was okay. Nice job.
The Alchemist stun, I
Big
hear it.
improvement.
Charging up.
Crit has to be very careful here.
Oh, nice disruption. They're going on the Enchantress. Enchantress.
S4, huge epicenter on Blizzy. EG wants to chase more. They know their BKB's down, Warlock ulti's down. It's their timing, baby.
I think there is. Blizzy's useless. Or not Blizzy. Seneko is like useless in this
Oh,
fight now.
Chris- Charging up
crystallize,
stun.
crystallize.
Oh, he goes on Sumail.
Oh, my.
Sumail
Look at that damage.
Buyback from
buys
Sumail
back
and Warlock.
instantly. Oh, there's a lot of buybacks coming in for EG. Can they make it worth it?
Alchemist ult's running out.
Arc has BKB though. Arc has BKB. He's zoning off everyone.
Oh, it's too early. Oh, he's in trouble now. Oh,
Nice
good disrupt.
disruption.
Magical BKB back up again. Going in, Fatal Bond damage being done. EGL running for their life. I think they have to give up.
Yeah, it's a
just now,
bad
right?
fight for EG.
I'm
They're too low.
surprised Crystallize hasn't gone for it. He wants kills, actually. They definitely could take Roche, but it's going to delay things. Yeah, he'll still die. Now they take Roche, I think.
They want to get bounty runes first and then get the Roche. I think.
Everyone's so low, though. Everyone's at half HP. And Razor goes back to heal, and as a result, I guess Crystallize gives up.
I feel like that was a bit sloppy team fight from EG. What do you guys think?
The buyback on Lesh, he kind of ran in really fast, and then he died a second time to the Alchemist. I think they didn't have to rush the fight so fast with his buyback. They could have tried to slow it down, wait for the Alk ult to run out, and then recommit again with his buyback.
Navi people are smoked. They want more.
He sees it.
This
Why their
Gyro.
BKB's down? Gyro's BKB is gonna be up in 1 second. It's up. Gets it off. But the Inch does so much damage. Oh, Inch versus Gyro.
Ulti coming at
ladies and
least.
gentlemen.
Nice CT ult. It's going to stop the Flash from getting chased.
But his whole team is dead. They're hitting the tower. Here comes
They saw the
TP in.
Sand King
Oh, it's big.
Sand King TP, I mean.
Okay. God, the tower died so fast.
Yeah, so is Roche. This is now looking really scary for EG. This is going to be first Roche, so it's only an Aegis, but
Now what happened all of a sudden? They were
I
doing
think-
fine, and then all of a sudden they just like lost that fight really bad. I guess they got initiated on.
Yeah, Warlock had no ulti. I thought like whoever EG stunned, they have no BKBs too, so like whoever EG stuns, they're dead for sure. But I feel like they were going on 2 different targets at once. I think that's what happened.
I mean,
So
Alex
it looks
just blew
very
people
sloppy.
up. Alk's going to start. He's probably going to eat his Moonshard, get his MKB, and I think he's going to start buying Ags for his team. And with the new Ags where you can scale, give yourself extra damage as well by buying Ags for your team,
Yeah, that's true.
this guy's going to get real scary soon.
How much damage do you get per axe right
30.
now? That is not bad.
And you also get a Spell Amp, I believe, so his Radiance is going to do more,
Hmm.
his Stun's going to do more. So you need to get a lot, though, for it to be really scary.
Who do you guys think he should give the axe to first? I think it's Razor.
Probably
Riz-
the Warlock.
Razor Axe is really good. Have you tried it yet?
It's
It's two
Two,
units.
right?
Yeah. I mean, it's really good against Gyro, like BKB and minus armor. Great there. Good against Leshrac. It's great, dude. You just run people down.
Warlock axe is nice, but they have like just so much magical AoE. I think.
And like single target, like they can kill it with like Edict and Gyro, Rocket Barrage.
Another smoke for Navi, but S4 is aware and he was in a position to break the smoke.
It's really good on Enchant too, though.
It-
Actually,
It's pretty obvious, but like
hold up this
Arteezy,
Gyro.
Arteezy got caught.
His BKB does nothing.
Yes, but the Enchantress pure damage is just gonna finish the job.
all right. He goes down.
He has
Oh,
no
he's
buy.
got no buyback too from last fight.
Sand King has buy, he's instant buy. Navi's going to feel good to go high ground right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they should. This game looks kind of closed out for him, but we'll see. I mean, EG might be able to defend, but it just feels like the Gyro's just getting destroyed. Like it just all it takes is like one full Alk stun, and the Moonshard and the right click, and they just like they kill him with a little follow up. It's like SD has to be just attached to Arteezy, otherwise they like lose huge advantages.
They're going to give up their axe. They can't really fight the Gyro. They can't, you know, stun into a buyback and try to take down this Alchemist really fast. They're going to throw their spells out. Shadowman's going to try his best.
What's Sumer saving up for? I wish Sumer would buy something. He doesn't have buyback.
He needs like 400 more to get Blink and buyback.
He doesn't have buyback.
It's cooldown,
Yeah.
right?
So he should buy
I guess it is, yeah.
Are they going to go for 2? Probably not. They're just going to be happy with what they got. Take the shrines, get more map control.
Oh, so wait. Archimist just bought Axe, I think, and Razor queued up Axe, so
Okay. So
Arc
Razor
shouldn't
now
be
first.
giving it to Razor.
Probably Warlock, right? It also helps with the chain stun, because the stun lasts 0.4 seconds longer.
Yeah, Inch Axe is pretty good too. But
Could
yeah,
be.
Warlock Axe is pretty good.
I think the Ench is too poor. He doesn't have much right click, but
If you had more attack speed, I'd feel better about
Earth
it.
Spirit.
Okay, so probably just because it can make sure that they save whoever gets initiated.
Yeah, I think that's it. It's like give and take, you know.
also at the same time, if he really wants to be crazy,
Did you guys see that? Blizzy popped in the heal and he just went in. He's healing so much.
oh, he
but
stunned
not
himself
enough.
out. Crystallize.
Oh! They needed the Earth Spirit Axe. They gets there too late. All of a sudden, the game completely turns around. What the heck just happened?
Arc has no buyback too.
The Alk blinked in and he had no targets for his stun, and he stunned himself in the middle of the fight.
Oh, that's what happened.
and he was
okay.
standing next to the ET ult, and he instantly died.
And he lost all of his. He lost his
He
base
got
armor
soul
too.
captured into an ET ult.
Yeah, and he's got all this health from Heart, but it doesn't matter because he lost his 6 base armor, lost all his magic resistance,
The
didn't have his
TNC,
BKB.
yeah, the TNC Mineski game that we saw earlier, they had Archimist. They were up 20k and they lost. Are we gonna see something similar in this games?
I think this Gyro needs another item on top of this Axe. He doesn't have a Maelstrom or an MKV, something that, you know, procs on these auto attacks to be really strong. He only has a Butterfly.
It's a Deso game. it looks like you're shooting lasers, number one.
Yes.
And number two, he's got an ET on top of that. And the Alk doesn't have much armor right now. I think it's actually okay to go Deso this game. I doubt he'll do it.
That sounds interesting.
It looks really cool. I guess he already kind of shoots lasers, but he can shoot red lasers.
The one nice thing about Gyro versus Enchantress is that the Ags for Gyro doesn't get slowed.
Yeah.
So if you're 1v1ing this Ench in the mid-late game, once you have your Ags, you...
Normally I would like heavily agree with you, but this enchant is so poor, it's like not even a big deal. You're like, to be honest, anything would counter at this point.
So Ench finally got a Solar Crest, so that's going to help the Alchemist problem about not having armor.
That's true.
He's going to give his Alk 12 armor, he's going to give him 70, 80 attack speed now, 10% movement speed, so this Alk's going to be kind of a Superman now. He's going to run around.
Satanic, so boring, but to be honest, it's actually like the perfect item for what's been happening. He's getting chain stunned, and now he's going to be auto healing just from being alive. So
he's also going to
that's
have status resistance. The stuns are going to last longer.
Yep. Lower stuns, better ability to turn.
It's just a staple
perfect.
classic item.
It is. I do kind of like that he went butterfly earlier though, because if you just go like raw Satanic Ags, it's your damage is so weak that like the heal you're getting isn't even that great.
Yeah, you never feel that good on carry when you go those items.
S4 is going for Yules. Smail has finished his Octarine, is now going Shivas.
This is pretty cool. They're just like testing each other's positionings. Look at them.
With
They
pinks.
they want them to like come to each other. Enchantress scouts it out with the summons.
They've got good vision with this ward. This is really nice. God, they see so much of the backline. Yep, they go for enchant again.
Oh, he gets turned to stone by ES.
It's a good save. Keeps her alive. She gets rolled away. They waste the ulti too. Valentine.
I feel like that was too early, but in the end it worked out.
Crystallize used BKB, so they're not going to want to fight now for a minute.
I mean, they can only get stronger with Axe given, right?
Yeah.
As long as Crystallize has buyback.
The Lesh TP'd top. He has bots to TP bot, but I think for both teams right now, I think it's better for them to not try to force himself into this one position. It'll benefit Na'Vi a little more, I think, but EG needs this extra item, I think, on the Gyro for them to feel really comfortable about taking a big engagement.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, he's got pretty good HP at this point, at least, but and SD has decent mobility with the Blink Dagger, but could always get better.
Well, Soul Catcher cooldown.
It's like whenever I look at it, I'm like 6 seconds. It just feels so mediocre, but it is the more important skill
Almost
by far.
100% uptime now.
Yeah, yeah, I guess that's
it's always
okay, but
40%.
I mean, it deals 20 no matter what.
Yeah.
So the uptime is like. It's definitely nice to have it more available though, because it's like another hero to burst, right? Like you're definitely going to focus 2 heroes within 14 seconds.
What's the
in a
cooldown on
typical team fight.
disruption?
18.
So you basically get like 1 per disruption now, at least.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it was close. It's like 20 versus 18.
12,000 gold lead for the Na'Vi. Boundary runes are going to come up in 50 seconds. I think it's still really important for the Alchemist right now. These Ags are going to keep getting, machined out by this Alk. Probably next one's going to be for the Enter the Warlock. We said the Razor, I think, was buying an Ags. I don't know if he...
He went SNY instead.
Okay.
And Shivas, actually.
So he might have now asked for an Ags himself. But like we said...
I don't know if he wants it anymore, because like I feel like Razor's survivability has like gone up by a massive amount now. So I don't even think it's that good against Gyro anymore, personally.
At this point in the game, like it's all about getting the right fights, having the better position, like, baiting them to come to you, so you can see them, but they can't see you.
Is there any interesting 25 talents yet?
Is anyone even 20?
Oh, DD bottom, guys.
We got Razor. He
Just
went
the
attack
attack
speed. That's it. I think
Na'Vi,
it makes sense to go attack speed this game. Oh,
this is game breaking. They have DD bottom, and they're doing Rosh.
who got the DD? Oh, it was Dire
I thought Na'Vi was gonna fight. They realized it too late.
Yeah. Was
They
a quick
TP
one.
the Earth Spirit, but
It's a bit of a miscommunication.
In what way?
Oh, because like half of them wanted to fight, half of them are saying too late. That's why Earth Spirit TP for Shrine.
and now this Alk might get caught.
And without Earth Spirit's not there.
He's gonna die to burn. Yeah, he does. Chasing RTZ down, sapped a lot of his damage now.
RTZ does have cheese
This
though.
is kind of okay. Oh no, he gets woken up though by Sumail's damage. And now it looks like Magical's gonna live. Yeah, he gets punched away.
Oh,
We'll
So
re-engage.
safe.
Oh, double stun! This is damage. Next stun. It's close. He gets him. Arteezy goes down. Now chasing S4, running for his life. Magical comes back in, very safe. Big fight for Navi here.
can
Trying
they
to
get the
catch
Leshrac?
Shamel.
He's died one with
He's got one
Aegis.
stone. I think. Yep.
He's got some good lifesteal going here, but yeah, Fly coming back. Can stomp the back line.
Wow,
He's
Sumer
doing
is
it.
so
Helping.
strong.
Dude, it's the Spirit. The Spirit fighting with Sumail is insane. He's increasing the damage he deals,
Wow.
and he gets more lifesteal too.
Disco Pony. Wow, he baited S4's buyback too.
Mm. That was it could have been worse for EG, I think. It was really good by the Gyro, I think, to buy. I think a less experienced carry would have bought there, try to win the fight with his team. See his Lesh die once with the Aegis, you know, try to commit to the fight.
So what? How, in those like crucial moments, how do you make the decision when you die mid game? Is it like, do I have time to like TP and fight, and is my team still engaged? Was it because like they were losing the fight, so he just knows don't buy back?
You just look at the front line and like determine whether he can like stand long enough so you can buy back and you can get there.
So it's a time-based thing, basically.
Yep.
Okay.
The Shadow Demon got
Ooh.
caught.
He's got blink though. No, he doesn't.
You take damage.
No, you take damage. So.
Okay.
They're not going for it.
Crystallize though. He has BKB. He has BKB. He's holding on to it.
He still's buy on the Shadow Demon.
Oh. Arteezy is 4 seconds away. He doesn't want to buy back.
Lesh is dead. Buyback's on everybody. Fly gonna go down 2. That's his dieback.
That's Navi's timing to get out.
Crystallize
Oh,
is actually
wait.
invulnerable.
Zaya kicked him in the wrong direction, but it's not gonna matter.
Let's trying to get Blizzy here.
Oh,
that was so
almost.
close.
Nice fuels.
Poor Blizzy. Very dead. Okay, well, they kill him again at least.
At least RTZ didn't buy back.
They bought back on everyone else besides Elder Titan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Triple buyback, only catching an Enchantress.
I'm gonna pause.
This is gonna feel really bad right now.
So yeah, everybody but Gyro, who is basically, yeah, he's at Satanic.
He's probably going to buy out. I think not safe for buyback. If he, if
Do
he's not strong enough to win the game, I don't think they're gonna win at this point.
Because like realistically, if he has to buy back, the game is probably over anyways,
Yeah.
right? Because his teammates are dead. So maybe it's just better that he doesn't have to TP back to lane.
Just be one with the team. If they're dead, you want to be dead with them.
Die as a team instead of live apart. I think this game is looking really hard for EG now. I see the only way they can do it is if the Alk overcommits, I think, on a fight with the... They don't have buybacks, right? So it's hard for them to overcommit and not get a kill at this point.
I think it's all about the Leshrac and the ET. Leshrac, ET, ST. These three combination is what we have to look for in the fights. RTC is going to be probably the meat shield. He's not going to be able to input a lot of damage because of the Razor link. If
Yep.
Razor's a good player, he's just going to link the Gyro. Enchantress is going to be aiming him too, so he's just a meat sack. And Leshrac's going to be doing a lot of the damage with the ST second spare and the ET's around.
Oh, Blitz for the rune here.
Oh wait, crit is pretty bad. He has gem too.
We're trying to
He's
buy,
got no
but yeah,
buyback.
he's very dead.
104 seconds.
That's 4 no buyback.
They're falling one by one.
His Blink's cooldown.
Yeah, S4 has no buyback too. Oh no, 100 seconds.
All for the rune. Just a regen too.
I think the game is gonna be really hard for EG to defend now. The Gyro bought out, right? He has his full Satanic.
Yep. He does.
It is what they needed to do, but the execution was.
Why
wasn't there.
why they need to contest the rune?
The runes are really important at this. Like, if they just sit in their base and just give them DDs, arcanes, they're gonna lose the whole map. So the idea was correct, but like the execution wasn't there. I think.
They're committing to giving up this Rax, I think.
The Razor has Axe too.
Yep, that was from the. That's where the elf gave it.
This is looking really rough, but if any team can do it, it's EG.
Put a stun on the back line here.
I do think they can defend Megas with their heroes, both Gyro
true.
and Lesh. So you shouldn't be too worried about the game being instantly over if they get Megas. There's also a full set of Rax bot.
That is true. That is true.
Oh, I think he map clipped his blink. This is so bad actually.
Nice force.
Warlock has ulti too. Warlock has ulti too.
He punches back Lesh. He's low ground though. Oh, he punched him so far. Okay, well they still get the barracks. That was actually so close to being dangerous.
I think they're gonna back out, right? No. The Razor's Axe are down too, but Navi doesn't care. They're feeling strong,
Nice
baby.
double stun.
He's got no mana on Elder Time for the
Still
follow.
10 seconds on SD. Oh, the 3-man rock! So much damage with the Fader Bond.
No
Well,
pilot
RTZ
coming.
is holding his ground. The Black is doing a lot of work. Breezy finally changed his attention to RTZ and takes down.
Maybe.
Gyro's back.
They thought they had to go there, but there wasn't any Elder Time ulti mana.
Yeah, even when Enchantress has no game, it's just
Wow.
an amazing hero
Oh, he
against
got him. He boulder smashed the Sanking, dude. Prevents the big ulti
Double Storm
initiation.
from S4.
Again, he banishes the that Alk, buys him a couple seconds.
So Enchantress doing so much damage. Oh,
Nice
it's a
miss.
miss though. Navi wants to close out the game here. They know that the other team doesn't have buybacks.
No blink. 2 heroes alive, but everybody left on Navi, and I think that's got to be it, right?
Yeah. It's hard to defend the throne. You don't have a Lesh to kill the creeps.
But RTZ though, 5v1. Alright, he got
I-
one. Now this is a time.
Good for him. Now he does 0 damage, and that's going to be it for him. No GGs? Okay, there we go.
I think the Auk had a really, really nice game. They played around it really well. Gave him a lot of stacks in the jungle. He had a nice radiance timing overall. I think EG, their first night was fairly unsuccessful. They got
Yeah.
1 rotation on it. And they also gave up a lot of bounties. They would only get 2 for 2, sometimes even 3-1 for Navi. And I think that was really important for their game plan.
And Jaro kind of came back a little bit, but it
Mhm.
felt a little bit too late. It just felt, it also kind of felt like Sumail fell off too. Maybe he needed to not die that first Yule's fight, perhaps.
I think the
but-
important one with the Leshrac was when he got killed by the Auk and the Earth Spirit bot right before another fight.
Yeah, that was the one
Uh,
where it was like a chaotic, right? He
Mhm.
dies bottom, his team goes in on top. Yeah, that one was
I
rough.
think that was a kind of game turning because what he wanted to do was, pressure the map and then Boots of Travel top and then take a nice fight top. They kind of control like now over half the map.
It's actually kind of insane, like what Alk provides now, because it's like he goes from like being this super hard farmer, which he
Mhm.
still has with the exact same build, but then you just change your talents, and by like 1 item different, do this like little path. You're like, I'm gonna spend 4,000 gold to like make my DPS fucking insane,
Yeah.
and then all you need to do, because you're gonna probably buy Blink anyways, you just start like killing cores. So it's
Yeah.
like you take an alchemist who's already busted, and now you've turned him into like Alina, like
Mhm.
actually Alina,
Yeah,
with
you've-
like a 4,000 gold
then
deviation.
also-
it's insane.
You can just give your other teammates sags.
And you can give it, yeah, it's like just the talent change is like completely demolishes the hero being balanced. It's like,
Mhm.
it's insane now.
Yep.
And you're still ultra tanky,
Yeah.
and you're still hard to contest. It's like it's just jack of all trades.
He also gives you Roche. He has that, acid spray.
Yeah.
He buys AC. A lot of stuff right now. Solar Crest is really good on him when people buy it.
Busted, ban the hero, guys. That felt gross. Okay, that's game 1. Navi versus EG. We'll come back game 2. See if EG can put a win on the board for their first day of group stage. guys, we're back for game 2 of EG versus Navi. Got Febby, got Gunner, got me. Let's get into the draft. Spear fingers. All right. What do you guys think is going to change up here? Already different picks, different sides.
Respect Van Archimist.
Was Ember was first phase banned last game too, right?
Yeah.
I believe. Mirana, I think was
I think
also.
it was, yeah.
I think it was setting up the Archimist ban too.
Yeah.
The Ember.
I think the Auk is the biggest one that they're gonna ban right now. I don't think they're gonna ban like the Razor or the Ench or anything else. I think honestly the Earthspear played really well last game. I think. I don't know if it's worth a ban on the hero, but he was really confident last game.
Yeah, he was like always in the right place at the right time. I felt like he was like following up on Alk stuns. He definitely lane pressured pretty well. It also kind of felt slightly easy because the supports he was against were kind of weak. It's like one of the problems when you play an SD sometimes, like you don't have any kill power, so it's like, yeah, you can be utility, but feels like you never get to punish the Earth Spirit in return when he plays aggressive.
Even when he had the Ags though, he would use it to save. He had
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 nice saves at
He
the
did, yeah.
later game.
He had better saves than SD in the late parts of the game.
So Ench ban by Navi. So they're scared of that hero as well. And Chen ban, I'm not sure if those are related to each other. Being scared of the Ench taking the Chen creeps or not. I thought Chen was gonna be a bigger hero going into this tournament. Hasn't been picked that much as I thought it would.
He is still being first phase banned though.
Yeah,
Not all the time, but sometimes.
I can't wait to see Ogre. I think we're finally going to see Ogre. I've just heard so much about that hero, but I've never seen it live.
Really?
Yeah.
He was playing earlier today.
Oh, I
Multiple
wasn't casting it.
Okay.
I can't be hyped about the Midas, the multicast Midases.
You can kind of set up for a Midas. You can use your spells on creeps, and it gets the next chance of multicast higher.
Oh, because it's pseudo random.
Yeah, so you can kind of prep your Midas.
Smart.
AA. I thought that hero is mostly strong right now for 2 reasons. I thought it's really good against Alk, so a lot of teams would value it early to try to unprioritize Alk and some heroes like Morphling and Ench and stuff like that. And the second thing, it combos a lot with some of the mid heroes right now, such as Ember is a really strong hero with AA. Lina, stuff like this. Sand King,
Any like burst or setup hero, yeah.
Oracle looks pretty good for EG. Oracle is like one of the most counter against AA. Fly is comfortable against it too. With it too.
What are the weaknesses of Oracle though? Does it like make your lineup a little bit too straightforward? You have to pick some like tower hitter, heal based hero.
I think Oracle's. Oh, never mind. They picked ET. ET tied the 2 fatties.
Okay. Decent run at you heroes. Really good team fight.
EG seems to love ET a lot.
I think it's a strong hero right now, especially some people like. There's not much armor items that people are building besides Medallion, and some people don't really feel like going Medallion a lot. So there's a lot of these agi heroes are going, treads, butterflies, all this, base armor. So the aura is really strong against them.
Yeah. I just wish it was a position 4 so he can actually like abuse the armor, minus armor. Not the minus magical armor.
Tidehunter. I don't think those heroes are a response to A. I think they're EG doing their own thing right now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Kind of worried about this Tide pick very early though.
Think that's gonna be a 3x?
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, he can lane okay against Tide. It's kind of fun sometimes.
He can just cut the waves as well.
That's true.
I've also seen some teams pick at 5 or 4.
Recently or?
Yeah, I've seen a 4 recently, and he went kind of like this drums phase boost build when he got it, and he ran at people. People also do that build on offlane, and they'll go into Ags as well, and they use this Battle Hunger build.
That sounds fun.
I think it's weak this game because of the Tidehunter. He's gonna debuff the Battle Hunger, so you're not gonna want to just like spam it on the whole team. But I think it's okay right now. It doesn't stand out to me as a great hero though. I don't see much synergy with it.
I mean, you got BKB piercing stuns. That part's pretty good.
Mm.
It's kind of nice to have. Sets up well for AA kills too. You're the initiator stunner guy.
The Tide can debuff it either. The
Yep.
Kraken Shell doesn't stop it.
That's true.
Just a random fact. Enchantress, Mirana, Ember. Basically, you see the first bans. Everything except Tree is gonna be like a hot contested first picks. I think all the teams have those heroes in common. This meta, a lot of the teams they have their own things going on right now, but like these heroes, these 5 heroes, a lot of the teams like have that in common.
That's true. The only weird one here is Tree.
Yeah, but Navi is known for playing a good Tree.
Mm. The morph ban into a lifestealer ban, that's a common like ban from each team. The Morphling's really good against the lifestealer, so if a team bans Morphling, the other team will ban lifestealer. So, the Shadow Demon is a really good hero against strength cores. Since their HP is so high, it makes percentage base spells even stronger. So his Soul Catcher just crushes both of the two heroes.
I would say it's a better ban just because AAX is like burst one guy down kind of. So being able to disrupt save that person is really valuable.
Mm.
Because if you counteract like Ice Blast and it was only aiming for one person, then A is like a shit hero from there on.
I can't believe Navi didn't ban Oracle. Oracle seems so good against AA and the Axe. Axe hates to play against saves. AA really hates to play against Oracle.
I just feel like SD is more straightforward in this. Like a disruption is better than Oracle combo generally. I guess because disruption prevents it from even affecting you. But if you get Ice Blast, you still have to deal with it, for 10 seconds.
I agree with the SD ban. I didn't agree with the Lifestealer ban. Though. They should have banned Oracle right there.
I see.
Respect ban on the Razor, the magical Razor.
Magical making magic happen with Razor.
10 seconds remaining.
EG is most likely gonna pick probably a solid 4 here. I think as we saw, this EG is most likely their 5. They could put it 4. I could see them picking maybe a Lesher again if they are confident in it. They were very confident in last game. They first phased it. Lina.
Okay. It's kind of okay, I guess.
It can
be
be
the
a 4 or a 2.
4.
Yeah, but if it's a 4, then they have no saves, and Navi picked Axe pretty early. And
It is a save though. They can get Yules.
10 seconds remaining.
You don't think that's good enough?
yeah, I don't think it's good enough.
5 seconds remaining.
You think it's just their mid then?
Pardon?
You think the Lina is just gonna be mid hero and the
I think it's gonna be a 4, but I don't like it.
Okay. It doesn't really lane well with Tide either though. It has no setup. You can kind of gush into a stun, but
Yeah.
Say you don't believe in our Lord and Savior Gush level 1.
there was a Tide I was watching earlier that went gush.
I know it's so good. It's such a good spell.
Yeah,
And
Gush
she's got good
Everyone
range.
is really good.
She'll get Fiery Soul level 2 probably. So like, Gush 1 stun is actually a lot of damage.
Maresca has arrived.
I think the hero's been really strong for a while now. They've been buffing her Bramble cooldown. It's crazy low now, especially with like the talent. It goes down
Mm.
to
It's very,
8 seconds.
it's very
Yeah,
good
something
with
like
X
that.
too.
Yeah.
X needs damage. Dark Widow provides damage.
Now Gyro
That's true.
again. So I think this hero is gonna be picked a lot without Wisp. Only one team has picked it with Wisp, I think, so far.
Yeah, it's surprising me. I always kind of thought that Gyro would never get buffs or never get picked without IO, but seems viable.
I think that statement is kind of overrated. Io doesn't need Gyro. Gyro doesn't need Io. It does.
But he's like very dependent on mana. I mean, maybe it's like that Basie is also helping mana pool wise, but
Mm.
it's like you
Both-
need levels, you
yeah.
need mana to do damage. It's all spell.
Both heroes needs levers really bad, and before they could kind of suck it up because Io is gonna give Axe to Gyro, but now that's not the case. So
So it's not as good of a pairing as it once was. Is that
yeah,
what
I
you're
think
saying?
so.
Okay.
And like the lane was supposed to be unbeatable, but they've been keep nerfing Io so much. So like early few levers are pretty miserable on Io Gyro, so it's not that good either for the lane.
Mm.
Right now, EG's lineup, they're just like I feel like they're a bit one-dimensional. They're all about killing heroes. they don't have a way to like play around it.
Templar assassin.
That's a classic magical hero. He used to pick that a lot a couple months ago.
They have to put Lina on full, right? It's not gonna be two.
I think they would it too. It's a good matchup versus TA now. The refraction doesn't give you damage on denies.
Mm.
So a lot of Linas are now confident going even or even beating TAs.
10 seconds remaining.
Laning phase, yeah, but I feel like for the lane, for the game, like, it's not that good. Or is it not the case? Is for the game like it's okay?
I think it depends on Navi's last pick. If they can give Sumail this hero that is gonna do decent in the lane and also crush this carry that they pick on Navi, I think they're gonna pick him a new hero.
Mm.
Right now they have the option of picking this strong 4 for crit most likely, pairing it with this tide and then snowballing off that lane.
It looks dangerous for me for Coralie in a late game because I feel like if she gets axe called or something and TA falls up, she's dead, especially with ice blast and stuff.
10
So I feel like doing a mid TA might be or mid Lina might be too dangerous.
Yeah, like if it's a core Lina Gyro, I feel like this axe that got picked so early, it's gonna be pretty good against Lina and Gyro. So
Hmm.
kind of doesn't make sense.
Sven ban and a Kanka ban.
Does that mean there's a brood coming?
Could be.
You probably wouldn't want to though. I guess like Lina and Tide are decent against it. Could just be a Kunkka thing. I guess Kunkka against TA is pretty good too. Kind of limits her escape.
You break refractions if you hit a torrent.
That's true.
Kanka's a decent halberd builder.
10 seconds remaining.
Even like Radiance is really good against refraction.
Being able to tank up through TA's like initiation with a boat is also just really nice.
Evil geniuses turn to pick.
Weaver. It's okay.
I like it when the lineup is around TA, and I think this lineup is around TA, so it looks pretty good.
For what reason? Is that because it just gives Weaver space to hit backline stuff or something?
I just feel like TA is one of those heroes that has to be played around, like Invoker, Medusa. Like, it can't accommodate. It can, but I think it's played the best when like it's really strong when it has the like top networks, gets like the Roche really easily. They have great Roche lineup. They want to fight mid game with that Desolator, Blink, BKB timing. It can be played the other way where like he's creating space for carry, but I think it shines the best. The hero shines the best at the mid game timing.
It's also minus north to TA, the Weaver pick. He bugs on the Roche and for vision as well.
Yeah, so the Weaver complements the TA really well, I think. Oh, the classic Sumer Storm.
And
You
I
gotta
look down
gain.
at the enemy team and I'm like, okay, yeah, they don't have any disables.
Yeah.
And their main one is Axe, who's not going to be easy to grab.
Yeah, it is a
Sumer.
great Storm game.
I think this game, EG's draft is a lot more like their style. Sumail's hero, he can carry harder, I think, than Alesh.
Compared to last game, I feel like they have more breathing room. They can kind of
Mhm.
go late game. They're not on timer anymore compared to the last game.
I do think Navi's like 20 minutes to 30 minutes is very scary for EG. This TA, once he gets a Deso Blink and BKB probably, I think it's almost impossible for EG to fight unless they get a pick on this Willow or a pick on this Weaver at the start of the fight.
Yeah, EG has to play the split push game really well, and for Navi, it's all about Roche, I think. At the 20 to 30 minutes, it's pretty gonna be hard to catch them, even with Axe, cause like Storm is so evasive. So Navi will wanna like bring them to the Roche fight, Roche pit, and kill them there.
I think this Axe's game is going to be important for Navi as well. If he has a good game, he catches Sumail once or twice in the early game, slows their game down. I think EG's going to have a hard time.
Like the TA Weaver combo is definitely kind of scary, especially for like Gyrocopter too. If he gets caught out of position. So I feel like almost all of it comes down to like how Blizzy plays. Like I feel like if Blizzy has a rough, if he gets shut down in lane, I feel like it's almost impossible for Navi to get kills in the mid game. I think that could really affect things too, even with like TA Weaver because he's just the initiator. I guess Dark Willow could also have a good game and set things up, I suppose. But between like Tide and Elder Titan, I feel like they're gonna be able to turn all these little engagements around, or at least set it up favorably for them.
ET is one of the better laners for position 5, so maybe X will not have a good game. I feel like, yeah, you're definitely right. You have to watch how the X games develops.
Oh, he's got lots of regen. That's one way to do it.
They might consider cutting bot wave. Their ET's not gonna have the creep wave to get Astral Spirit off of damage.
Never had a chance.
He's most likely only gonna have that one medium camp for damage, maybe an extra. So he's not gonna hit the axe too hard.
Smoke from Navi.
What is their catch? Chilling touch into a bramble mace.
Probably to scout lane, see if he's doing an aggro tri lane.
Bramble Maze sounds good. Let's see if RTC runs into it or not.
They see him.
They see him.
Oh, they also broke on
Smoke
Elder
break.
Jane though. That's rough because
Fly.
they saw the gyro. They were gonna go for him, but the
Yeah.
fact that he came up at the same time was devastating to the cause of Navi.
The Weaver started with Sage's mask.
Yep, going for BC.
Seconds to battle.
It's interesting.
You've never done this, like the BC rush?
No.
I mean, if you're a ranged hero, you're not gonna buy Quelling Blade,
Mm.
but you could buy Ring of Protection for 175, about the same cost, but you're getting 8 damage. And plus Weaver, like Sakuchi mana cost is worse now, so and his base int is god awful. He's got some of the worst base stats in the game.
I think it's really good on the range heroes. Because you know, by quelling, the plus.
That's literally
Damage.
what I just said.
Or stout.
Were you
I am
listening?
so
You don't
sorry.
listen to me, do you?
I was
Have you heard
kind of zoned
anything?
off.
No, that's okay. I'm just kidding. I'm just very glad that what I said was correct.
Yeah, so it looks like a safe lane tri lane by EG. Navi has 2 heroes. 3 heroes down there.
Oh, this could be a Dark Bullet though. Yeah, looks like it.
He's dead.
Plunk.
Little donk. Not bad.
A instantly TP's top. Knows
Do
this
you
lane's
see this
hard.
shit talk? Do you see this? Alright, this is what happened in chat, guys. When the game was started, they got in the lobbies, and they were doing decide pick side, and Fly said, "Can you tell me what they said? Because I have some players muted." And then he has this custom "This guy's no chill" emote with Navi's logo on it. It's a hypocrite.
Yeah, he is.
His also his spray on the ground says
Oh, yeah.
Navi.
We were just commenting about how Axis game is really important. It's not looking so great for Navi.
Look, it's only one death, okay? It'll be the last one, I'm sure of it.
And
And he's tipping now, dude. Fly is the biggest BMer now. It's official.
that's pretty big, cause like, if ET gets to level 2, kind of scot-free, he's gonna get the steep, and Axe won't be able to cut anymore.
Yeah, Axe can actually be so bad sometimes when if you get a little bit out lane. If you get behind, dude, life can be rough. And again,
Axe
they're
is
running.
I feel like I've seen this Dark Willow in this position before.
This does look a little familiar.
The ET hits really hard.
Oh, he just hit 2 from the axe.
Was that from Small Camp Dine
Yeah.
or some shit? Yeah, they pinged it. That's one way to find out that there's a pull going on.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There's Axe has a hard time kind of coming back from a bad lane. He's very snowbally as a hero. If he doesn't have a good lane, he's like 0-3, 0-4. He can catch up maybe with like a nice blink call, but most of the time he dies too fast to actually get anything done with his hero.
Yeah, or you don't have Blade Mail yet because you're
Yeah.
behind, so it's like further, more difficult.
Fly is leeching XP. He wants that level 2 so badly. Wants to get that sleep, so Axe can't cut anymore.
Yeah, that will be nice actually. Pulls it in the neutral a little bit. Salve going, lots of spins. Yeah, Dark Willow 2.
Oh, look at the mid. Zayak might be able to get the chicken here with the illusions.
Mid, we haven't talked about, but
Yeah. He's not paying on. He fucked up.
but Smill's owning TA.
Oh, I missed. Oh, God, if he didn't miss there, that was a kill. Oh. He's got the 4-stick now.
Well, like, how bad is this situation? Would you rather die there, Gunner?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think
He doesn't
it's
have gold to ferry out regen. He's gonna die anyway now, but he lost a whole creep wave XP.
He lost so much XP, yeah.
Smill missed nothing. He pushed the wave in as well.
Oh, he's gonna go back and heal them because he's missing all of his mana.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice that small detail? He attacked the creeps, so creeps are there a bit longer.
That was really well played.
A fine touch.
He's gonna miss probably nothing, maybe one creep.
Yo, check out the last hit leader, Axe. He's back in it, guys.
Yep.
It's a lot of small creeps as well, though. That's a medium camp, so
We don't care, dude. Look at that number, 23, 24. That's all that matters.
26.
Get his mud golems. I don't care, man. I
Mm.
see your numbers big.
Top, barely even. The 18-4 to 18-1.
Oh, arcane rune.
Krishna is really low.
He's got bottom.
Yeah, he's good.
Lina has to be a bit careful here. He can die.
There it is, the Gush Lina.
You know?
You can and he will. Some pretty good damage.
S4 should be fine. He might
Yeah,
have
he
to
has
TP
a
out.
TP.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's gonna feel okay, I think, for Navi. This Weaver's gonna get 2 waves of XP now.
Yeah. RTC is holding on to a lot of skill points. Not anymore. He leveled it over.
That's right, Jaro. I was trying to remember who he's playing.
They're going for this axe kill. Do they have sleep on the ET?
Yes, they do. That was pretty close. Fly likes his tips, man.
Radiant
Oh, he gives it to the RTC too.
Dire's middle
An obby spray.
is under attack.
Is this normal Storm build, Max Remnant, or is this just because he's against TA or something?
Is it normal? I think it's pretty.
It's not always normal. Magical is dead. I think he is going against TA because usually Overload, people go 1-1-4.
Yeah.
Because it increases the mana cost of Static Remnant by 10 each level.
Yep.
But in this matchup, he's blocking your overloads. You're using your overloads to break the shield. So I think it's more important that when you get your hits in, it's like a big Static Remnant hit rather than like the, chunking in with overload.
Makes sense. Stacking the camps up here. It's definitely doing a good 3 kills. This is like classic Sumail so far. Ooh, and he's gonna get a regen rune too.
It's also more damage for
Alas.
stacking.
Ooh, what happened?
He auto-attacked it from
Oh, he
Shadow
did.
Realm.
Oh, I didn't see it. Okay.
That was good. He gave he warded and attacked it.
Yeah, it's one of the worst feelings, like when a storm gets like arcanes or DDs early game, and it's like guaranteed kill somewhere.
Or even regen.
Is Crystallize going for it? He is.
He got juked.
Radiant
Wait, he might die here. Oh, he doesn't.
Quite close actually. Good catch.
Oh.
He's got him.
Nice.
Oh, huge play. Crick played that so well, dude. The fact that he stunned but then stayed hidden where he was like ready to fight.
Yeah.
It was really good.
10 out of 10.
Dire's structures are fortified.
2, 1, and 3 at 7 minutes. That's pretty good.
EG's early game is going a lot better than last game.
That's true.
With a, arguably weaker early game team. They have a Storm who is not known for being a super strong killer in the lane now. But he's 3-0 now.
What's going on? TA already jumping off someone. Yeah.
Dire
Bad sign. Double Wraith Band hitting creeps. Too scary otherwise. Storm's got almost 2 levels. Nah, just 1. But still, big level advantage. She's walking top. They instantly start escaping.
He's just gonna take his stacks. But one is gone.
So he's going back mid.
The Q also helps you take stacks easier. If you're getting a lot of stacks in your jungle, it scales more damage per level than Overload.
Yeah, 55 instead of 20. It's actually huge.
Overload's just generally better because when you're doing a lot of smaller jumps with your ult, you'll get more damage overall with more points in Overload.
And probably against like ranged heroes, you're not going to get overload hits almost ever, but against the TA it's probably doable, I guess.
Yeah.
Got a haste rune now.
Yeah, I just want to point out the rune control from EG is really good right now.
Talking about regular runes.
Yeah. It's a lot easier when the mid lane wins to control the runes too.
So I have a question. What's the best ball lightning color? Blue, red, or green?
Red.
Do you guys prefer red?
I use the green because it's the cooler one, but I think the red's probably the coolest.
Okay.
The classic is also just nice. The
Oh,
only
so
blue
they're
ball.
TP bottom. Let's look at bottom.
Oh, we're watching. Camps are dead.
He's looking for Axe, I think.
But Axe is
Yeah,
farming
he's
his
pinging.
large
He's
camp.
pinging. He's looking for the Axe. And then he gave up.
That's rough.
Oh, Axe is gonna. Oh no, he's not.
The one place he didn't look.
Oh,
He's gonna realize because he's getting levels now, right?
Yeah.
He knows.
He's kind of hiding from the storm.
The ganker has been ganked.
Oh, look at Gyro's rotation. This is the classic RTZ Gyro rotation. Rotating to mid with his ulti.
I love where he's hiding too. It's really good.
But the art from the Navi side kind of figured it out.
Sentry.
Just
Misty
as a range.
Observer. Easy tower though. Their rotation in. Tide's doing just fine against Weaver, so it's
Just
looking
in time for 10-minute bounty runes.
it's really good for them.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
3 boundaries for EG, I think. So that's nice. Not as important as last game, but the boundaries give you this early game advantage.
Oh, this TA trap is seeing RTZ. Oh,
God, look at the map, dude. They're all
the
coming.
Weaver DD. This is an amazing fight for Navi.
Oh no. That's a dead dark below, I think. Yeah. Big cleanup. Man, that's what it's like when I play carry. I just farm in bad places all the time. And then they find me and then I die. And then I'm like, oh shit, I can't do anything.
That was a bit unfortunate, the TA trap.
Was he
Yeah.
trying to kill stacks or something?
He was trying to take the smaller stacks, not the ancients.
Gotcha.
And then he got scouted by the trap.
Gotcha. Rough stuff, man. It's first death here.
Yeah, as we're sitting top. Guys, please fight around my Ravage.
Yeah, he's not going to want to leave this lane until he takes the tower. So probably the Storm should rotate at some point, but the Gyro's going to rotate for him. Got drums finished and a Bassi. Feeling good about himself.
Ah, the stout shield being sold. It's beautiful.
At the same time, Navi trades with the bottom tier one.
You know, Tide's the only hero you get 2 stout shields on.
It's true. Thanks
Well,
for nerf.
It did kind of need to happen, yeah.
There's a smoke. Navi's gonna try to ward the jungle up, you know, so the Gyro doesn't get a bunch of stacks of the storm. They're gonna
Oh.
go on. That was nice.
Sumer TP'd on bottom too.
Where's the all chat fly?
Sumer's flying in.
That was sick. Good prediction.
That's not gonna feel too bad though. His Terrorize is now on cooldown and his TP.
Yeah.
Obviously it's sad you lost the kill. But 100 seconds with no Terrorize, you can maybe pressure this bottom tier 1, try to take their jungle, take top tier 2. You know, feel better about the map.
Ooh, treads on Weaver. I guess it makes your mana go farther. I feel like the other Weaver we saw earlier just skipped treads, didn't get boots at all.
That's a player by player thing, I think. Some players prefer going boots on their hero. Usually if they go boots, they'll go to treads, but some players don't ever go boots on the hero.
Yeah. I guess I would rather do, if not do treads, yeah, making boots at all doesn't really make that much sense, I don't think. It's fine, but like, I'd much rather get like tread switch value for mana and stuff, just because your int game is so bad. Alright.
Breezy is so close to blink. It's 200 off, but it's kind of stuck in a bad position.
This mid tier 1 is still up for EG. I think that tower is really important because it's defending their tri-camp, the ancients, and the entrance to their bottom jungle. So it's hard for Navi to kind of run in there. Maybe if they wanted to smoke with this like Weaver AA, try to get a pick. They can't really pressure now because there's all these tier 1s up.
Oh, poor Bleezy, man. He's been stuck down here for 1 minute.
Why is he stuck? Why is he still here? I don't get it. Is he trying to cut creep waves or something? And because Storm is here, he knows he can't go, or
He was in a awkward spot. Oh, wait, hold on to it.
anti-fun terrorize everything.
Aye.
Almost.
The homing missile. So Axe finally came out. But he's getting all kind of spares casted upon it. Oh, so close to Blink. No.
That's bad.
8 strength instead of 40 attack speed.
Yeah.
You know, more chances for spin.
I mean, he doesn't have Vanguard yet, so in some ways that's kind of worth. But do you ever have you run the attacking procs counter helix talent?
I have not, but I've heard that it works with illusions as well. So if you go Manta and you have a high attack speed, you just spin all the
Oh,
Mantas.
so you just spend 5,000 gold just to.
Yeah.
This is a terrible talent, I think.
Yeah, I've never seen people get that.
I mean, the damage on average is like what, 36 pure per attack, max.
Yeah. And
I
you're
guess
not
the AOE, but
your hero's job is not a right clicker too.
Yeah, you want to be this tanky hero. The HP regen at 20
yeah.
gives you more spins.
sounds
It gives you more HP to get hit, to get more spins, do more damage.
I get like the one benefit to it though is that it does increase your damage, and that could potentially unlock Culling Blades, which like changes the fight. So maybe there's some justification, but
Sumer is getting yours. Almost has it. It's one recipe away.
what's the point of the rush?
It's a good yours game, I guess, against Axe.
If he gets Bramble Mazed, maybe.
Yeah.
Too.
Dodge the terrorize as well. Dodge the purge yourself from the stun.
Oh yeah, from like Cold Feet and stuff.
Oh, look at this. Arlen Arteezy. The 2 support duos from Navi.
Oh, that's some damage.
Nice stun dodge by Smell.
Yeah, that's good.
Mayor is mad from last game. It's just
I mean, I'm sure Arteezy's mad too from dying, but he knew right away there was a ward. It's kind of a hard gank to get otherwise. Good for him to get a double kill though.
yeah, but Navi, I feel like they are definitely more happy. The 2 supports made the carry kill happen, made everyone rotate over.
They do get dewarded though, and they still farm the ancients. Like the big creeps are still gonna be farmed by them, so it's not too big of a loss for EG.
This ward is really good. I think it kind of saw the smoke from EG.
We'll see how they react. Sumail's moving down. He's got haste rune.
Maybe he's
He's-
baiting with Haste Rune.
Yeah, Lena will sit behind.
I think
It
he
doesn't
dies too
look like-
fast.
it doesn't look like a bait.
Yep. You are super right. Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about. Just like pairing A with Axe is just so much damage.
That was weird. I thought they saw him. I thought they saw the smoke.
I mean, they probably did. Maybe they just didn't expect them to die that quick or something. Maybe Lena was. I mean, Lena was not necessarily too slow. Even if he stuns faster, it's still a kill probably.
Yeah, and I think like Stormy, especially with the build that he went Kaya yours.
Yeah, he was on intreads too.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to like cue the wave and hit it once and then back off, but it was kind of difficult for him. He instantly got caught on.
Ooh, the blink.
Oh, Navi is just outmaneuvering.
How are you gonna fight now with Earth Splitter on cooldown?
Axe just out. Navi's just ditching.
This is for Sumail.
A lot of good plays from Navi in the past few minutes.
That was a
Yeah.
killing spree on Storm as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, and also killing streaks give a lot more XP now than they did in previous patches.
Not to mention their head and net worth too, so it unlocks like the extra bonus too. You can get so many levels from kills.
a lot of the early game kills right now don't feel amazing if you don't keep snowballing. Because the kill streak XP is a lot more than your level, or about similar. So, you know, you're 7-0 Storm, you're level 12, and you just gave someone 2 levels for killing you. And now they're back in the game.
feel like EG has to somehow come up with a way to use Ravage. They have to make them go on Tide.
It's hard, right? I think there's not many good objectives for them to force unless they want to run all the way to the tier 2 top or defend a tower. And Navi doesn't need to push a tower right now. So Navi's just kind of playing back. This TA wants to get, you know, Blink Deso BKB. This Weaver kind of wants to pressure the map. He's not going to force a tower because he dies so easily.
Are they gonna smoke on EG? Yeah, they are.
I think they're
Where will they go though?
probably to the Tide Hunter, connect to him top. Or defend the gyro mid.
But if they fight any more farther, Tide can't connect. It's gonna be kind of awkward. Navi is kind of trying to.
Nice Ravage, but no follow-up yet.
I thought they wouldn't go on the Tide because it's too tanky, but it looked good. Just forcing out the Ravage.
Okay.
This team was too far. They were standing around the gyro and then they...
Oh yes, an AA kill.
Oh,
They're
they're
gonna
still
chase. He has
chasing.
no
They're
mana.
still chasing.
He has
They
no
know he
TP
doesn't
either.
have TP
Oh, I
too.
think this on.
Oh no.
Jeez. That was a big grab. Magical on the board, 1-3 and 1. Like a good TA. Went to jungle and comes out with items. Oh damn, that's a lot of tips.
This is when the game gets scary, I think, for EG.
Yeah, especially when TA hits BKB, they just like just force a fight. Like even right now, I feel they don't have Ravage, right? I feel like they can just kind of force fights.
Yeah, it's... They can force his mid tier 1. I think it's a lot safer if they wait for this TA BKB and then they force a Roche after the next Ravage. I think this Ravage is kind of a smaller window because of the BKB. Or the lack of a BKB.
Talking about BKBs, RTZ has one finish and he wants to use it. He's like looking for looking for enemies. With his friends, ET Lina looking for cures. Kind of going back and forth. Can't decide on where they want to go.
It's really hard for them to find this objective fight right now, I think, for EG. There's no tier 1 towers. All these tier 2s are awkward to push because of the map. The TA cuts bot waves, so they can't walk into the triangle to contest Ancients either. All their movements are kind of predictable.
Magical TA traps at bottom lane, just pushing out all the waves.
Yeah.
So even if like all Legion members are at bottom, they can't do anything. Cause look at this, magical traps. Oh, he let one through, but I'm gonna kill the other one.
2 traps for 1 wave, dude. Sad.
A blast just to scout. Pew.
Is EG gonna try to force something, you think, soon? It's hard. I think they have to catch this TA.
I think they realize they want to make something happen. So as for it's kind of feeling, all right, they're not jumping on me, blink. But the 2 BKBs are gonna be up for Weaver TA soon.
It's
So
fine, you just gotta ravage before they press them, right?
that is true. That is
Easy.
true. They do have a really like nice burst, and they have really good chain stuns. So if they stun before BKB, Navi has no save. So as long as Axe doesn't counter initiate, they can't kill. That's a lot of smokes being used. EG smoked again.
I believe that's their last smoke. They're gonna be kind of stuck on the map now if they don't get a good kill right now. Or fight.
Tide has a counter initiate Ravage. I assume like Storm will jump in first, and when they go on the Storm, Tide will blink Ravage. Oh, that was so close. The ET Spirit just missed the.
They're going.
Oh
Oh,
my
trying to kill
God.
Tide, it's gonna be close.
We get
No,
some
he gets
Ravage.
ravage off.
He's
TA
gonna go
used
down.
BKB.
Well, long jump.
Try to get that pick off for free.
Shimmer's
but
out of mana now.
Yeah. Let's pick off then.
Oh, huge stun from Crit. Wow, the EG supports.
Did you get the follow-up?
No, Blizzy with a huge core.
Okay, actually ends up being pretty bad for EG in the end. What happened? It looked like they had decent setup on Navi, then BKB gets popped again or something.
The Axe called the two backliners, so they didn't have the follow-up Black Cannon and Rocket
Yeah,
Barrage.
Blizzy played really good. Like, he wasn't the one who was in the front line who got stunned. Like, they got 3-man stun, 2-man stun, but it didn't matter because Axe wasn't in it, and Axe can counter initiate.
Free Roche. They were preparing for the
The Storm
famous Aegis.
Core, yeah, Storm Jump.
I think this game is, you know, comfortably in Navi's hands at this point.
Yeah, the last 1 minute or 2 minute, the chain of what happened, it favored Navi heavily. It's exactly what they wanted. They wanted a 10-second BKB, fight with that 10-second BKB, and hopefully get a Roche out of it, near the Roche pit, with the Weaver TA minus armor.
They wanted this, they're hitting this like 20-30 minute mark really, really well.
Smoke right away. Tide doesn't have Ravage. It's gonna be a bad fight for EG.
That helps.
Nice blink away, but the backside's getting jumped by the Storm.
Really good Yules.
Nice Yules dodge.
Now AA dies probably.
Axe might go down as well. He chooses.
It's really low.
Oh, it's really well done by Sumayor. The Shrine's getting popped too.
But there's an AA ult.
Will Crit get a huge stun?
He's dead. The Tide's probably not going to go down. It's harder for them to chase, but a nice trap
Gyro
on the
though.
gyro.
Tries to save him. Oh, he's gonna take bug damage. Oh, the bug kills him! Oh my god.
And they go for one more.
Got an armor bonus, but now the right click comes out. TA cleans him up, hits some Storm a little bit. He's got a mana. Trying to do some nukes, but it's okay.
They're all going to back.
Alright.
That was without a Ravage too. Like,
That was
if
a
you're
very-
EG, you're pretty happy with that.
They played that fight really well. The
Yeah.
Sumail went in. He forced a Yules on himself to, you know, the Willow was
Dodge
trying to protect
Willow.
the...
Yeah, the Terrorizer.
It was a bit unfortunate for
Yeah.
Dark Willow because he used the Bramble Maze early on, but I think he should have saved it for the Storm.
And then he kept jumping the backline. He realizes this AA, this Willow are very important for their game plan on Navi. They want to, you know, sit back, throw an Ice Blast, sit back, throw a Terrorize, you know, get a couple Bramble Mazes off, control the Storm.
So, I mean, if he kills the Dark Willow, there's almost nothing holding him back from not being disabled.
Yeah.
So they just Axe call, so
And he's about to finish his Bloodstone. So
more mana.
this could be the turning point. I'd still be scared. There's still an Aegis on the TA. So I think they're still strong. Crit goes down.
Did you get that one, Debbie?
Yeah, I got that one.
Okay,
Oh,
what
you
happened?
didn't get it?
No.
I mean, my camera is not important. Your camera is important.
But that's the whole purpose, is that I move around, click on heroes, fall asleep a little bit, and then you tell me what happens so I don't have to catch it.
Alright, what happened was Crit just tried to cut mid-wave and he died. That's what happened.
The wave was not cut.
I see.
That's okay.
He cut himself on the wave.
Yes, he cut it.
So Navi's playing under a ward. It's going to get dewarded. And now they are controlling so much of the map. If you look at the
Let's
Radiant
take a look.
heroes,
It's
That's
not
their
good.
vision.
It's not good.
so even though Navi isn't farming the whole map, they're farming, you know, about 30% of the map. EG's farming 0. They're getting whatever lanes they get in their base. So this net worth lead is going to keep going up as the following minutes come.
Until a fight happens, and if they can win a fight and they get map control again, then it could be okay. But we'll see.
So it just feels really awkward for them. You see they all are kind of inching towards bot. This ET kind of tries to ward, protect the gyro, but even the Tide is sitting behind him, so
This ward is going to be crucial. The ward with the bottom shrine for Radiant. I think they're going to fight around this ward. This ward is going to allow EG to see their Navi's backline, AA, Dark Willow. Storm's hopefully going to make a big play.
Daedalus on the TA now.
Jeez.
That is scary. That guy will one-shot you.
Well, on the bright side, RTC is planning to go butterfly, but
How do we tell when the Aegis goes down?
you have to do math based on Roshan may respawn, and
So like in 40 seconds?
I don't actually
20
know.
seconds?
It's one of those. I'm not sure.
It's 20 seconds.
Bloodstone finished on Sumeru. He's kind of feeling it, you know, after the last fight.
Once he makes Orchid, the game gets a lot easier.
Yeah. Orchid's good against Weaver. He has a BKB, but once his BKB goes down, it's good.
It's like an auto kill.
You get it on the axe before call. You can't kill him before call. He's not that tanky against Storm if he gets Orchid.
It's true. Catching Willow with that isn't bad either. I mean, she has Yules to force, but it just like gives you a chance to kill her afterwards. I feel like.
Yeah, or jump the AA while the Willow's
Sure.
immobilized.
Guys, this ward I feel like it's gonna do so much.
You keep saying that, but
Navi is gonna stick around here to split. Oh no, TA just TP'd out.
They're gonna wait for next stages, I think. Navi's gonna try to end with this Aegis cheese in about, 3 minutes. I think that's gonna be their strongest time in the game. After that, I think EG's gonna start scaling really well. This Storm is gonna get Orchid in about 5 minutes, 6 minutes, if they win another team fight. Gyro is gonna get to the point where he doesn't die in a call, and he can turn on the TA and kill the TA. Pops Refraction fast with Rocket Barrage and turn a fight.
Do you see this? TA, Magicore, before he TP'd out, he placed like 5 mines. Now EG is smoking, but there's no creep wave.
and they're gonna get cut too. So even if they win a fight, it's bad. Oh, good Ravage on 2.
They're gonna burst the Weaver.
Oh, they get him.
Nice.
Before Lina really paying off here, Blizzy uses BKB as well. Storm still
TA is
chasing the
getting
back line.
controlled behind by crit.
Oh, he lived on the axe.
He left, and all of a sudden Sumo gets a triple kill. Huge grab. You know, you thought that ward. This was the ward, dude. This ward spotted the double Ravage with the follow-up from
Yes,
Storm.
Oh,
Oh
they're gonna
no,
TA.
they still have him. He's got
He did
BKB, but he's just dead.
He had no chance to press it.
And just like that, the game is gonna feel really hard now.
They got a lot of bonnets.
That was a nice Ravage from S4. He saw the 2 heroes and he knew that they would be able to kill both of them in a Ravage. So without hesitation, he blinked up, Ravaged, had a nice follow-up from his team.
Oh.
Yeah, that was like a perfect case to have Alina too. Alina 4, because I was like, oh, maybe he won't live, and then boom, the ulti hits, and the other spells too.
A nice double stun, with Laguna Blade.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Butterfly finished on this Gyrocopter now.
Game's changed in a big way. That's really helpful.
Yeah, the 2 supports are gonna get boost staffs, so Ghost Scepter, so
Yep.
they're gonna survive the TA first.
Instant Yule's Beast taking so much damage. That was just Dark Willow killing him, actually.
Wow. He goes in again. He's gonna get the triple. Oh, he backs off. Not enough mana.
That was close to dangerous.
Crit has no TP. Hope
See-
he runs for his life.
So even with the like instant Yules on the axe, he still took too much damage from the.
Yeah,
From
the
the Dark
damage
Willow.
comes from not the axe. Like
It
it's
comes from
everything.
the
Yeah.
Dark Willow and it comes from the AO.
It's like literally
That's true.
every hero except the axe. So.
And he does tons of damage with Bedlam, but then it's magic, so it's amplified by cold or ice vortex. Yeah, there's just a lot of damage.
RTZ did die, but oh, Sumeru picked up 2 Bloodstone charges, and now he picked up double damage.
He's going Axe as well.
So really good timing, because Rosh is about to spawn, and he's gonna have double damage. This is gonna be pretty big.
The TA is now going for a sheep, I think. I think that's really good this game. The Storm is the one that giving them the most issues, because he's jumping this backline.
Yeah.
This Dark Willow's AA, they can't defend it without this Axe call. That's unreliable versus a hero like Storm.
Yeah.
So once he gets this sheep and the Storm overextends, he's instantly dead.
Makes sense. It's definitely an item that works really well if you're playing against Storm and you don't have that many disables.
Gyro's going for Satanic as well. That's really big this game for him too.
Oh, big fight coming up.
3 eggs, okay.
DD Storm 2.
Catches it, but the Ice Blast cleans up Arteezy. No buybacks for him. Dark Willow's on the ground. They pick up Gem as well. Now chasing after Sumail. DD is
Sumeru has no
blocked,
mana.
but-
It's time to pull out everyone, EG.
Yeah. gets sent back all the way. Ooh, almost another catch,
Will
but
Crit
Crit's
get
gonna
caught?
use.
Fly is
should be
doing
fine.
what he can to save, but oh, that prediction stun. Is that gonna be enough? It is. What a good stun by Crit. Sumer still has the DB, but he's got no mana again.
That's a dead hero.
And
Roche is up, but they have no disables on Navi, and the enemy, it's a Sumer Storm.
The buyback.
Flyby's back.
Let's queue up Ags next.
He didn't go to the Vortex
Interesting.
talent at 20.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a little weaker than it could be. I think it's really good though, because Navi has been grouped in these fights. If the Tidehunter gets a good Ravage on 2-3 heroes, he follows it up, gives them another 3 seconds to disable on the Ravage. Can be really good. It's also good about fighting Roche. Roche Pit, it'll always pull everyone in there, so you always get a free Roche.
They can also like set up Light Strike or AoE too. That can be really nice.
TA-25 is really big as well.
I hate playing against it so much, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just running along and all of a sudden it's like boom, stunned for so long.
You get bashed, you get sheeped.
Yeah.
It's gonna be better for the runes, guys. Better for the runes. Tide no Ravage.
They can't walk up.
Or can they? I like how we were just manned up.
Yeah. Runs in super fast, throws the bugs. What about the other bounties, guys?
EG's gonna
Oh, if they
TP.
TP bottom then. Ah, it's just Storm. Storm can get back up here for the Roche fight.
Ooh, got a good item.
That was T's Voidstone for sheep.
Yeah, you're right. That's rough. She was actually really close.
Oh, Gyro is showing bottom. Are they gonna hit Roche? Yep, they're going into Roche pit. There's because RTZ is showing bottom. Do they do it fast? Where's the bugs? Bugs are a bit late.
Or is that negative armor now?
He misses this one on the Dark Willow. This is another awkward fight, but Roche is dead already.
They do it too fast with the bugs and the double mercs. Axe Blizz is just manning up. He wants to go. Bugs for vision. Blizz has his eyes on Fly.
Nice pull back.
Oh!
Oh, Magical is
They crit
in.
him.
Crit used his Ghost Scepter.
Charo has to
Lots of
BKB
ult-
just to live.
Oh my god. I don't think he knew that TA was stunned there. But I guess TA could have BKB'd. In which
Those
case,
side blades were really nice in the fight.
dude, he just died. He used Ghost Scepter and all of a sudden it was just like one hit hits him and he goes away.
Both waves cut by the storm.
Very
Where's
nice.
the creep
very
wave?
nice.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Back off now. This is when you accept you can't go high ground, and you take the map control. They're going to try to cut bot, top, and mid, and then maybe he's going to try to trap bot, so bot pushes in as well. Try to do the choke movement again from a couple minutes ago.
Magical is feeling very confident. He's staying around even though we were shooting top.
Dude, another big kill.
I don't know if this is worth it though. Let's see.
Oh, a nice Ravage.
Good BKB on Blizzy.
Weaver is coming over. He's here soon. Storm's half mana.
He missed his Meld Bash.
The two
Lena.
BKBs are down. It's gonna be a good fight for EG. Sumer is looking to jump. Oh, they got the stun on Weaver. Will they catch Weaver? Wait, what?
That's a cheese.
Oh no! I thought Sumer would go on the Weaver. But he chose to go on the backline instead, and I think they gotta just calm down from both sides now.
Yeah. I mean, that would have been huge killing Weaver there.
Yeah, but it's hard
He
to
does the
tell.
buyback,
I
but-
think he expected his team to do more damage.
He also jumped before they got the stun on the Weaver. You can't stop the jump once you go. So you had to commit at that point for going for the backline. TA now has finished the sheep in 20 seconds.
Oh god.
This is a
This gave me PTSD, dude.
the game is not great for EG, but Smill's having a great game.
No kidding.
17-2-4.
Did I
think
put him on a
Storm's gonna
fantasy?
carry this
You're
game.
damn right I did. No, I didn't actually.
You didn't.
I didn't. I put maybe on it. which probably is the better move because he just lost a lot today. But not this game, dude. It's important. What are the fantasy points? 17.3. It's not even that good. Magical's beating him somehow. I don't know why.
It's probably last hits, kills,
No, Sumila's doing way better. 17, 2, and 4, dude.
deaths.
It's probably like
I don't
runes or.
Maybe towers.
Yeah, it could
But-
be like towers, Rosh. It's probably Rosh kills and stuff. I think you get a point for Rosh kills.
Sumir's gonna hit another very strong peak.
What's
X
that?
and the 25
Okay.
on Storm Fear is very good, man.
The TA sheep now, I think that's really scary. It's more scary than the storm. He can like show his face in the fight where TA is not showing. If he jumps his backline and the TA is nowhere to be found, he gets meld bashed and then sheeped and then meld bashed again. And
That's true.
can't live. He dies in 3 hits anyway. You don't even need the sheep. See?
Ooh, smoke. Smoke from Navi. They want more.
Blizzy's running. He's got Blade Mail. What a catch here.
It's right next to the shrine. With the A blast connect, it connects. But the backline,
Oh, that's Magical dying?
Magical died. And the shrine is still active for EG.
Smell goes down. He has buyback.
Oh, yeah, but the Sumir died. Sumir bought back. Sleeping into the shrine.
Weaver's gonna get focused down, but he should be fine. Oh,
Isn't he
nice
dead?
pull.
Yeah, he should be dead. He's going
This A
more.
is gonna be a dieback as well.
Nice fight there for EG. RTZ kind of dying again in the engagement. Yeah, they actually just had just a really good call for Axe. I think he just caught him blind.
He caught the gyro, and the gyro got an instant BKB, but it didn't really matter. It was a nice re-engage by the S4 on the backline.
Yeah.
Him and Sumail jumped the A and the Dark Willow, and they instantly killed his AA. And he bought back, but it was too late, I think. They
Oh, they're chasing the. Oh, nice. They
yeah.
got it.
nice catch.
That's Axe without buyback too.
27 charges on Bloodstone now. Pretty good.
Yeah, he lost a couple at the last fight, I think, but not too bad.
He's gonna finish his Axe too. Now that he doesn't have buyback.
This is one scary talent though for the Dark Willow.
Hmm.
This Bramble's now 8-second cooldown, lasts 15 seconds. So, you know, you throw one on yourself on your AA, and if Storm jumps you and he jumps a little too much to the left or the right, he gets rooted. He maybe feels the need to heals himself. You already have another one set up. He has no BKB.
Then you can actually disable him and kill him
Yeah.
maybe.
And I like what he's doing. He has a Aeon Disc, but he has one of the components locked. So
That way if he gets gone on and he wants to use it, he can just go down here, right click and unlock it. That's
yeah.
cool.
But if he gets
That's
ganked
cool.
top and he has buy, he's fine to not waste the cooldown.
It's like reincarnation abusing on Wraith King.
Sumir did get BKB though instead of Axe.
Okay.
Okay. Until his next 4,000 gold.
And then I believe he's going to replace the Kaya. Because it starts to lose value later in the game with the old.
What would you replace it with?
The Axe, I guess. Maybe you don't sell the Kaya, and then once you eat your Axe, then you replace the Kaya again. But it's probably his least valuable item. Or boots in the fight. You could argue that he drops his treads. He doesn't need the movement speed, so.
Eggs is up on RTZ. You know, he ended up not going Satanic 3 eggs. His damage is pretty solid right now.
Also, next Rosh is important. It can be both items are going to be big for each team. The Ags or Refresher Shard. Refresher Shard on the Tidehunter I think is the biggest one in this game. It's not very big on anyone else.
True.
But the Ags for Navi can be used on the Weaver. Is very strong. The Axe is decent. The TA one I think is kind of weak at this point in the game because of split push. Or even the AA with the Satanic coming up on the...
Storm Jump, huge.
Nice sleep on the Dark Willow.
They're just throwing spirits from very far.
He's fine.
Yules to buy time.
Didn't
He's-
even combine Aeon Disc.
I love how Sumir was very aware of the hex. He just blinked, pulled, and got out. Didn't even
Yeah.
right click.
It's scary because once one lands, it's gonna be an Axe follow-up or a Bramble Maze or something.
Yeah, just one disable. and
Or,
you're
or a
dead.
Terrorize. Like that was what was so strong about Terrorize last year at TI actually.
Yeah.
Was like all it would take is one of any stun to like blink Burrow Strike, blink Avalanche, and then the Terrorize would fall up and it's like any hero's dead.
Yeah, if you have no save, you're dead.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
EG has no saves right now, so he has to be very careful. So here is how they lost game 1, the rune control. I hope they executed better. It looks like they're more prepared now.
This is gonna be an early Roche pawn.
Oh no, countered.
They
Well,
sit in Roche. It's actually gonna spawn right now. This is very lucky for EG because they have the control of Roche right now and they can force it quickly.
Ping, 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 and it's a haste.
Arcane Rune bot got scouted out by Zayak, but I don't know if Storm's gonna commit for it.
He killed it.
Okay.
Playing it safe. Pretty decent defensive items though on Navi supports.
EG smoked. It's all about TA and hexing the storm. Oh, very quick fingers from Magic Word. EG is kind of getting kited, but X popped his BKB and nothing's kind of happening. They don't want to commit on the Tide. And Tide's like, please commit, but they're not committing on the Tide.
Alright, they're gonna back off.
Nothing happens.
What does Roche have?
X! Got
DX.
X.
Okay.
So if Radiant sees it, they can stop buying Ags in the Storm if he wants to pick it up for himself.
I think Lina should get it.
But they could also give it to the Lina.
Yeah, Lina should get it and Storm should
Yeah,
get
I
it.
guess so. Because if
Storm
they break,
doesn't have buyback.
if they break Refraction against TA, it's so good against TA.
We also didn't talk about the Scotty and Weaver is extremely valued this game. There's 3 ranged heroes on EG, and the Scotty is much stronger against ranged heroes than melee heroes.
God, yeah, it is so good.
So this
So-
Gyro gets hit by a
Oh,
Scotty.
look at
and
the mid. Look at mid, guys. Ice Blast a bit missed. If they connected, I feel like the Tide would have died. Fights are going on. X left, but he has no BKB. Coming up in 10 seconds.
he's gonna get blink cancelled.
Spare is getting drawn. Storm kind of doesn't want to jump because he doesn't see the TA.
It's not that bad. They don't really lose anything. All their cooldowns are short on both teams relatively, besides Ravage. And
Yeah, it was a 10-second BKB from Tide, and BKB is not going to be up for this fight, I think.
the Lina also has an E-Blade, which is really cool. If you E-Blade the person who's called, they won't hit the axe to make him spin. The TA can't hit them.
Yeah, I think it's mainly for the
Yeah.
save, not for the offensive purposes, because of so much the physical damage from Navi's side.
Weaver, TA, axe, even Dark Willow auto attack.
So these rune controls are very important. Plus, nothing that important. Invis and Illusion. They just want a DD, Haste, Arcane. Those 3 runes are the big 3 in the late game.
Both teams are thinking, how do they fight this Roche? EG is trying to do it right now, but
But they do it very slow.
Alright, they know they're doing it though. They dropped the trap. They're gonna come try to contest potentially. Magical wants to kill Create, gets the Meld Strike. Here comes the fall. The damage
Nice
is so
BKB.
high.
The Ravage! The Shiva Ravage!
It was super wasted actually.
both cores of Navi instantly BKB'd. They saw the Tide Hunter, and that was very well executed.
I would actually say like that's not bad, because now their BKB's down. Tide has buyback.
As for BKB in here, he does go down
That's
actually.
wants
Nice
to die.
axe.
He wants
The
to die.
double grab.
Oh, that was perfectly executed by EG, I think.
They're contesting, actually crystallized it in there.
Weaver
Roche is about
relapsed.
to go down. Sumel's gonna grab items. He's full though.
But Navi doesn't have BKB.
He grabbed Axe.
Oh, huge terrorize!
Who's got the Aegis? Is he still there?
Yeah.
He just got it. He snatched it. Arteezy
Arteezy
grabbed
got
it.
it. Arteezy got it.
He's alive. He lives through it.
EG 200 IQ. Did you guys see that? Wow.
What- I mean, some stuff. It was a little bit overwhelming, but some stuff happened. He's giving an Axe to somebody.
Oh, it was like all like planned with buybacks, BKBs. So a battle of buybacks and BKBs. The death doesn't matter. It's about kiting, like baiting BKBs. As soon as like they pop BKBs to just kill crit alone, I felt like Navi would have lost the team fight, upcoming team fight. Because no BKB, ETN, Lina, they can go ham with their AoE stuns.
They committed a lot to that fight. The Weaver bought back, and then he time-lapsed into the fight. He died because he didn't have ult.
I think it was just the poor BKB uses. The crit kill wasn't worth it. The Lina kill wasn't worth it. S4 used Ravage to force the 2 BKBs, and he knew he had buyback, so he just got baited and died, and bought back.
Just EG late game outplaying a little bit maybe.
Yeah, the experience definitely showing right here.
Nice dodge. They gave the axe to the Lina after the Roche fight.
They did, yes.
So he's now feeling pretty good about himself.
Uh-huh.
There's more farm than S4.
Good for him.
The 2 runes that are up right now are Arcane and Haste, but I think
It's 30
EG can go for
seconds.
megas, yeah.
EG's feeling confident, especially with Aegis on Gyro. They know for sure they don't have buyback.
Well, let's see if they can finish everything up. Yeah, it looks like he's buying Axe. Upgrade on Storm next.
Was the cheese eaten in the Roche fight?
Let's just destroy our spectator experience for a second. No, Axe does it.
Okay.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The old Phase, Blade Mill, Blink, BKB
Dire's
Axe.
bottom shrine is under
It's
attack.
poor Ring of Health. Bought it so early, it just doesn't do anything all game.
The BKB is really smart because of the 2 Yules, I think, on Radiant.
Bottom shrine.
The
Yeah,
Lina and the Storm.
that's
So
true.
he now, you know, can force people to actually have to hit him. He won't get Yules in the air and have them just basically stunned.
And it looks like that is going to happen until 50 minutes. So I want to kind of talk about like how RTZ, even though he looked like he fed this game, I felt he actually played pretty good and he did his job.
Yeah.
His job was just tanking in the front line for the Tide and with the Tide, and he just has to make them go on him. So Storm has a free game, Lina has a free game, ET has a free game, so they can like counter initiate. So
Yeah.
it looked like he was feeding, but I think it was just part of his job. Like some lineups, like some players has to sacrifice for the other, and that's why Sumer is godlike and he's carrying the game.
Yeah.
There was also his really nice rotation on the tier 1 mid. Yeah, like 6-7 minutes.
Yeah, he knew that his job
Dire's top shrine.
this game was being a sacrificial role.
Let's get into his Axe upgrade here. The rest of his team is pouring, doing what they can.
EG is, you know, they don't feel forced to do anything. They know we're going to win this game now. We can win this game in 5 minutes. We're going to take the 2 shrines.
Yeah.
And then we're going to force their base with the Aegis.
Yep.
Navi has so many
You do have
traps.
to be careful.
Oh,
The E-Blade.
okay, that helps.
A
But
little.
not a lot. Double
Oh,
grab.
big
Double
Pretty good
Ravage! Double stun!
Side blocks, BKB on
Ah, there's
everybody.
BKB used. Oh wait, those. Storm still got BKB up.
Okay, they
That was-
disengage.
If Storm had like more mana, I'm sure they would keep fighting there, but because there's no BKB, Storm doesn't have mana, so
Navi's been really good this game about BKBing very early in the fight. Once they see a Tide Hunter kind of walk up, they have to BKB. I think it's good and bad. It kind of is allowing them to disengage from the fights, but at the same time, I think they're really weak without their BKB, so them not getting extra kills with it feels kind of garbage.
did we mention the Lina refresher? Lina has refresher axe.
Does he?
What?
Oh.
What? What's happening?
The heck? Refresher eggs?
Yeah.
I guess she can cast it. It's getting kind of close though.
She's a 26.
It's
Saved up.
actually very close to not being enough. 680 times 2 is like 1360 plus
Mhm.
375. So it's like
You can stun like, a
1750
couple extra
gold.
times. Yeah.
It's not much, you know? Like, I guess he's got a wand, but
I mean, he doesn't have to like chain to it. You know what I mean? He can like wait like
I
few
guess, yeah.
seconds, and it's gonna be back up because of his awesome mana regen.
it's a lot of damage. That's like 2,100 total HP.
Do you think EG is scared to keep forcing high ground
I
without
think
the Ravage?
so. Like they have to respect Navi's burst ability. They still have it's still no saves against Axe,
Yeah.
like we saw.
I'm sure they respect it. I mean, Jaro's really farmed and he's still dying.
Maybe
The,
if
uh,
RTC had Satanic, like he'd be more comfortable going high ground, but since
Yeah,
he
that's
doesn't-
true actually. It's a little bit interesting.
The TA is going for Divine Rapier. He has it queued up.
Uh-huh.
I think it's the right choice. It's really hard for them to, I think, just win the game straight up at this point without going some crazy item.
Yeah, when you're behind, you want to go big. I'm sure you learned it from Eternal Envy, being on a team with him a few
Yeah.
times.
He's a big fan of rapiers.
Yeah.
It turns a lot of the item I think is sometimes underused. You can turn a game that is kind of close into being over. You know,
I
you
agree.
force a high ground with the rapier and an Aegis.
It was really popular like few years ago on
Mm.
Gyro for that purpose. Like even when the game is even, you just go rapier and then bail. It's just so
I
strong.
know Miracle also has bought it a couple times recently. There was one example. He was a TB and he had Aegis and he bought a rapier and he ended the game.
Yeah, the good old Aegis rapier combo.
So I think that if they're gonna win, that's their best shot at winning. But I don't know if he's gonna be able to actually do it with the rapier, like hit people, and there's so much stuff on EG that just stops him.
It's really scary too if Gyro's able to pick it up. It's like
Mhm.
already having Ags like a
Navi
Reaper going to the other
might-
side is over.
Navi might do a smoke play at 55 minutes. They might wanna look at the timing where they're kind of split up. Because I feel like if they just keep playing like this, they're just gonna get choked out. They're gonna get 4 bounty runes, DDs, bounties. You know, the Roche is gonna spawn, so they will wanna look to do something.
He went global call down again.
I think it helps them push the lanes. They can stay top, and even if there's a hero bot on Navi trying to push the lane out,
Mm.
it still gives them kind of like a ghost push on the lane.
True.
I usually like it, but I don't agree on this case because they have mega creeps. They don't need to fix the lanes, you know.
Mm.
Normally, I love that talent, the Global Cola, to fix lanes.
Really?
Alright, so 55-minute runes. It looks like nothing's gonna happen.
So what are they waiting for? Aegis to?
Yeah, for EG side, Aegis, for Navi side, I don't know. I feel like they have to do something, you know. They can't just sit still until the Aegis is up. Roche is up.
I think they are because I don't think they care about the bounty runes. They just want to make sure that once Roche is like closer to being alive, that then it's time to leave the base. Because if they smoke there and they win the fight, then they don't guarantee Roche. But if they wait like a minute or two and then they smoke out and go look for the enemy team and win a fight, then they can take Aegis.
Oh, my reasoning, like that used to be my one of my moves. My reasoning is when you're behind and you go for those like bounty rune smokes, they're gonna be separate because they're gonna be leading. Yeah, they're gonna be kind of greedy and like kind of be separate. They're not gonna be like 5-manning to like bottom bounty runes, top bounty runes when they're leading so much, right? So that was my reasoning.
Damage is pretty good right now.
EG's gonna probably. They might wait for the next Aegis. They have Ravage up, but it doesn't look like they feel the need to force them out. They're just choking them out the map.
Kind of feel like if this was like a game 1 and they're feeling more confident, they'll just go high ground. They're like so ahead. They have like buybacks on everybody.
Yeah. 24k gold advantage.
But today, like EG hasn't had a very good day. They wanna like play it safe, you know.
Makes sense.
They want to like secure the win
Yeah.
rather than they don't need to win the game now. You know.
The Yashakaya late game.
Nullifier Orchid combo too. The mini Doom build.
As OD Pixel calls it the Son of Doom. I don't-
Really?
I
Son
don't-
of Doom?
Yeah, I don't know why, but
It's like a Doom. It's
yeah, very similar.
Can be better if you have a Bloodthorn.
That's a good point.
It also slows with every hit.
Also a good point. Just a lot of ways better, except for the fact that it costs you money.
Rapier time.
And it's also a projectile.
He's almost gonna have 10k. He's gonna reach 10k on Magic Board.
He's got surplus to buy it. Just gotta push the lanes out. He doesn't want to get caught. Sumo could zip in at any time. It's dangerous.
Alright, they're smoking out.
Instant E-Blade. Oh my god, I don't even think it helps.
Just a nullifier. Just nullify the Gyro Bob back.
Nice jump on
Chimera
Dark
jump on
Willow.
the back line. Dark Willow buys back instantly too. Weaver has buyback too. He went down, but he has buyback.
It's a really good instant reaction by Eldertine. Stomping the 3 heroes just guarantees that fight.
Roche is gonna be up too with a DD.
And we're still dead hero.
Yeah, the Weaver's not gonna buy. Like, if he buys, they now have to all leave the base, try to fight this Roche. So far away, no one else on his team can buy and fight. So they have to give it this Roche.
I
with
feel like that
Axe and
should be the
Refresher.
play though. That they should buy back and just fight there. They're gonna just cause like the Aegis Gyro is just gonna hit this tower and the Axe isn't gonna wanna jump on the Aegis target.
Gets the eggs.
The Tidehunter probably.
It's definitely very good on the right. I thought maybe they'd give it to ET.
Yeah,
but-
me too. From the way he moved.
They did change the ET in the last patch.
Yeah, that's right. They nerfed it, right?
Yes.
You can't just pump fake it to go immune.
During the pump fake, it doesn't give you BKB. It only gives it during the strict channeling time.
Soneko is so manly. Sneak the arcane rune. Even places a good ward here too, I think.
That's actually pretty value on.
It is,
on
it
A.
is. He's farming here too. Alright, let's focus on the top siege, top high ground. They're gonna siege.
But why?
There's still a Ranger X bot, remember. So if they die to take this barracks, it's not megas.
Buyback status for both teams. Then on Gyro.
They're still like kind of nervous to push this high ground. But I don't know why they're so scared. I think, oh, the rapier.
It's here. No boots. Oh, okay. That's some damage.
This can be the way that Navi wins from here.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah, if they somehow kill RTC twice,
He has no buy.
yeah, he doesn't have buyback, so that is their win condition. And EG realizes maybe that's why they're being safe. Yeah, just getting the 60-minute runes. The power runes are very important. Maybe they're gonna go with the power runes.
Yeah, they're probably also waiting, maybe even for a 6th item for the gyro to replace Aegis.
I feel like it has to be Satanic, right? It's
It,
it's
ha- it
Yeah.
should be.
it's they have they have AA, but it's really great on Axe. Those
What
status resistance.
All right. What if he buys the Aeon disc?
Yeah.
It's like the playstyle was. It looks like he needs an Aeon disc because he's just getting like axe called into
There-
dead.
There is a nullifier on Weaver though.
I guess so. Yeah.
And it doesn't dispel taunt.
Stun. Yeah.
Well, I feel like it's not bad. Like it's like you and I, my idea, like it's the same. We're just speaking different languages. He just needs an item to, like a status resistance kind of type to survive the Axe.
It's using call down on. I didn't even see that one. Don't know.
Maybe they feel nice to go up high ground. I don't think going up high ground is gonna get much easier in the coming time.
When did Magical get so much gold again? He has another 10k gold again.
He's been the one hitting creeps whenever
he
it
bought
walks in
something
base.
again. Oh wait,
Big Ravage.
big
taunt.
Ravage,
The Weaver live.
double Ravage.
Oh, double. Is he still alive? Okay, he gets killed.
Buyback on the Weaver. The gyro goes down for the first time. His TA is locked in with no BK.
This is their win condition. Navi, no, but the gyro's running away. RTZ is scared. Oh,
doesn't
the
go
Weaver
down.
is doing so much damage.
Huge call AoE. And the Storm Spirit bought back as well at the start of the fight.
I didn't catch what happened. How did Storm die?
I believe he got called and then just two-shot by the TA.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh.
I was about to say, like in these situations as TA, instead of a moon shard, I think you should have a backup here. That's what I
Backup
was.
right
That way, if
Yeah.
you need to buy back,
Yeah.
that you're still
You're
not.
gonna-
You're not
yeah.
weak.
Yeah.
I think that was actually probably best case scenario for Navi. The Storm gave them a win condition as well with his buyback. They catch a Storm. I think they can just force mid. They
Right.
have no instant jumps besides Tidehunter.
Tide has no BKBs too, or no Ravages too, so they can't happen again.
It's true.
To the temple's defense.
They just have to play around the TA, because TA has buyback, and Weaver does not.
The Weaver went Aeon Disc. So he's cosplaying Gyro right now.
Okay. I wonder if the Gyro just died to like Blade Mail or something.
A heart.
I mean, it's another solution against getting quick bursted.
I think going a Satanic into Heart might be slightly better. The Heart is interesting because I don't know how much it tanks him up compared to a Satanic.
Oh, he's listening to Purge.
It's like a third.
He's listening to Purge. He's getting Iron Disc.
You watch.
He,
oh,
no, he's listening
oh.
to me. He's getting Satanic.
Oh god, he doesn't know. Did
At least he kind of
think-
thought of you.
I think Satanic's
doesn't know.
pretty good though, cause it's the best of both worlds. It's literally half of the, it's in between the two items.
I
you
mean,
know?
Ion is super safe, but I think that's like too
This item,
Yeah.
not manly.
it reduces call duration, it reduces ice blast duration,
And you have the
reduces-
E-Blade to help you out. So
reduces hex,
you gotta-
bash.
yeah, you gotta trust crit.
Yeah.
Without the E-Blade, I agree on the Ion Disc, but because of the E-Blade, I think you can trust crit.
It's Aeon Disc.
What did I say?
Ion Disc.
Oh, I'm
As
so
an
sorry.
ION. You know.
It's
Aeon
okay, it's
Disc.
okay.
Okay.
Huge difference. Get your nerd terms right, man.
Aeon Disc. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
So Weaver has no buy now. Nordis Storm. So, a big jump on top.
Oh, he's just dying. Tide just dead.
Tide has buyback with Ravage up. No BKB on Magical. This is gonna be a bad fight.
Hex on Storm, but a perfect stun at the same time. Smell the
Ravage is
BKB.
here too.
Oh, the
big
pulse him in.
pull. Rapier on the ground.
Crystallize running for his life.
Weaver has no buyback.
Damn.
Oh,
Did the Gyro get the or the Rapier?
Yes.
He does.
this is how you high ground, by not going high ground.
Force them to start a fight.
EG experience showing again. Yeah.
I mean, the one hero that could die died. Maybe that was part of it. Is that Tide moved forward, knowing
but
that
again,
they
like
gonna-
that, it was the same thing. Like he traded BKB with his buyback. So even if they kill the Tide, he's just gonna buy back, and TA's not gonna have blink up because he committed. He's not gonna have BKB up because he committed. So he's just gonna get stunned up and die. But and now look at TA's items. He's got refresher. He's got no damage now. They have no damage.
He refreshes BKB, I guess. Meld Strike.
That's why you need a backup rapier. Oh, the smoke. They can't. This smoke can't catch EG off guarded, but they did a counter smoke.
Alright, here they go.
I think this fight should just be a Rax into a keep hitting the buildings,
Yeah.
force an axe onto you.
They should just sit behind the Sumer, not the Sumer, RTZ.
Yeah.
Nope, he's just going in.
Trying to
Canceling the
disable
call.
backline. Yeah. Let RTZ build the cliff comes out though. Good call on 2. Blade Mail spinning.
Double
good
call.
damage.
Double core though.
The follow up it hits perfect timing, and now S4's gonna die as well.
Sumer
I
die
think.
back.
They have no
Tide die
buybacks.
back.
Okay.
Did the Rex.
Save-
What?
Oh no! Oh, it doesn't come out. Rapier on the ground.
Gyro does have buyback though.
Oh no. Lena has no buy either.
Oh wait, Fly's got the
Oh, so
drop.
close.
Fly got that Rex.
Both?
Oh.
Only the
He
melee.
only got the melee, but at least he got the Rex. But this is a really bad timing. Look at 3 heroes on EG, no buybacks.
There's only one buyback in this whole game, and it's the axe.
Oh, I felt like they should have just kind of set behind the Gyro. Because like, Tide had no Ravage. If Tide had Ravage, sure, that looked like a good play. But
I think they were worried about him dying because he didn't have he
Satanic.
didn't have Satanic yet, so they were still worried about like everybody on Navi being alive. He would have got an axe called, possibly bursted. So instead, what Storm did was he hit backline, was trying to mess with them, prevent them from discussing or messing with the Gyro. But the problem is they had glyph, so they glyph for 5 seconds. Sumail did that stuff, but it just wasn't enough. And then Blizzy got the 2-man call on who was it? Tide +1.
Storm.
yeah, that refresher
Storm?
from
Wow.
Blizzy, that was super clutch too.
Yeah.
Uh,
That was 6.4 seconds seconds to disable.
No wonder.
And, they'll just died.
Navi,
I-
I think Navi knows. That's why Dark Widow
Yeah.
bought back. They wanna
Navi
go
wants
all
to end the game.
in. What is that line being drawn? Is that from Crit? No, that's from Crit.
At least they got all their buildings. They've got glyph as well. They can easily buy the time here.
I think EG can hold this. EG's gonna hold this.
They don't. Oh, they do
it
have
to
a
be s-
Deso.
you know, it's backpack. They might try to force the throne right now. Yeah, they're going for a throne. This is gonna be
They just don't have to die. Like,
terrorized on the ET. You can't stun them anymore.
uh-huh. Dude, we know how this feels. Like, it doesn't end very Connor. Going
does
for
not
throne
end
here.
very.
Come on.
They should back. They're gonna feel bad.
They're
You know,
pulling out.
they could have taken a Rax. They could have taken
They could have taken Roche.
a
Could
shrine.
have
You know.
done anything.
Why not
except
both?
hitting throne. You
Yeah.
know.
And now the Ranger Axe top has like 16
Oh,
HP.
God.
So, even an
Wait,
ET walks there, it gives
Sumer's
us
going for it, I think.
Yeah,
Sumer's
he
going
is.
for it.
mega creeps.
He got it. He got it.
Nice. Doesn't have TP, but so Dire gets the
Okay.
Aegis, Ags, Refresher, Cheese,
What's the
Ags
axe
on the AA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Refresher on the TA with a Divine Rapier, Cheese on the Axe again.
Nothing like refreshing a rapier.
What an intense game. I thought EG would finally get a like kind of a free clean win, but Navi's not giving up that easily.
What's the play for EG? Do you think they're gonna play like they did 5 minutes ago, 8 minutes ago? You know,
It
Farm
sounds
the
like
jungle.
I
Well,
don't know, man.
choke it out. You know, you don't want to go high ground.
Right now they want to wait 5x for sure.
Yeah.
They just kind of
Yeah.
want to like calm down, wait for 5x. I think you can just blame that on execution, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to, I think, re-choke out the map. At this point, choking out's kind of you know, not as good because everyone has items. You know, you're not gonna get much stronger.
Yeah. No
but
point in choking out.
yeah, but
Everyone's
choking
got
out's gonna give them
Rune control.
rune control, and it's gonna give them time for the Aegis to expire. And once they get both of those things at the point they need, that's when they're gonna want to go.
Oh, Lena gonna buy a rapier too?
Wow.
Is he? I feel like
No.
that's just cripping, you know, having fun.
Yeah, that's like a South American player just queuing rapier, not actually buying it. You should get like Blink or Shadow Breed, I think. Something that helps him be in a position to E-Blade save the Storm or the Gyro that's getting jumped on.
Are there like any defensive items that you can use to save them? I don't think there are really.
It's like E-Blade's the only one these days.
And Yules, but
But-
like
Yeah. Maybe a solar could be decent, but they have a solar already, I think, on the Tidehunter.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like there's like so much damage, you know.
yeah. It's hard.
Maybe he goes back to the late game Glimmer because no one has gems.
Sounds very good, but
There's a gem
it's
on the
kind of
willow.
good actually, because if you
It is a-
use the axe and then glimmer him, then it'll work.
oh,
Because then you won't attack, you'll go invis, and then all this like extra magic damage you're taking won't happen.
Let's look at this smoke though. The Navi, they realize they just
saw the
canceled
spirit.
the.
DD rune bot.
They're baiting the rune. Will this play work? Doesn't look. Oh wait. Crit. Nope. He's aware. He's aware.
He saw the sentry.
He's like looking at the map. There's no dire hero show.
He gets caught. No buyback.
He walked to here, he saw the sentry, so he knew they were here.
If that was a storm, I feel like Navi can go like pretty ballsy, but it's just a Lina, so nothing's gonna change. I feel.
Is his buyback cooldown? Or is it gold?
It should be cooldown. Yeah, it's 1
Cooldown.
minute
Yeah,
cooldown.
1 minute.
If they get this tide, that's actually really big. He doesn't have buy for a minute either. He's gonna
Dire
play
heroes
safe.
are so far
BK
away.
yeah, but forcing out a BKB, now they really can't fight until this lane is up. This game, I think, probably is going to go to the next Roche. Neither team's going to feel super confident. Anytime there's a Rapier in the field, you will only feel confident when you have the Aegis. And when you're in the position where you're Mega'd and you have a Rapier and you have Aegis, it's hard to push out and then to force something. And the other team doesn't want to go into you without an Aegis. So it's a lot of back and forth waiting for this perfect opportunity where the map is like good for you.
So what's it like being in these like super late game, crazy game situations where weird stuff happens, where it's like pub game, like you guys have encountered stuff like this in pub games, but it's like so uncommon that like what's
I
it like
mean,
playing it?
I mean, in pub games, it's all about like being one and like making sure like 5 people are at one page, not doing something stupid.
Uh-huh.
And in CM and like in scrims and tournaments, I think it's about being focused, jumping the correct targets, not using like BKB, like using BKB properly. It's all about using BKBs because everyone has buybacks. So you want to like bait people and then into using BKB, and then you die and you buy back. And now they don't have BKB, so even if they buy back, they're not that strong.
It's also a lot of you have to keep playing to win. As you can see, Na'Vi, they're playing to win, right? They're the Axe teaming bot, pushing out bot by himself. They're farming the waves out all the way to the river. They're farming the jungles. They're not sitting their base, you know, pulling creeps into the fountain.
Not a lot
on
of
the tier
teams like,
fours.
knew how to do that, but like I feel like these days every team does that.
Yep.
Playing to win.
A lot of teams would, even when they would get like 2 racks and they're defending their 3rd racks, they wouldn't leave their base. But now a lot of teams are better about trying to take every opportunity they can and get get the win
I
instead
think
of
it's
taking
I think
low
it's
risk.
thanks to the Kairos voice line. Like whoever said, "That's playing to win, baby." You know,
That's Kyle.
yeah.
Aegis has expired, so EG knows this timer. They might try to get a pick or two off of it. This Invisor.
S4 wants to ravage something.
I think if they see 2 heroes, they'll go maybe. Oh,
Whoa,
they're
whoa,
going in.
whoa, whoa!
Ravage
nice
catches
call, dog.
2. Dark Willow Axe. Stopped Axe call.
Double BKB. They do have 3 BKBs on this axe with the Refresher Shard and Orb.
Wow, the caliber of these teams are so. Did you see like the Navi expected the EG to jump, and the EG expected Navi to expect the EG to expect it. Did you know what I mean?
No, I'm confused.
They
Do you want to explain it
expected the
again?
expected of being the expected.
One more time.
Yes.
Yes. Gunner got it.
So
It's my team.
the Storm jumped in and he jumped back and then to the right. So he dodges the axe call
Gotcha.
and kind of forces them to double BKB because they don't want him to like re-engage again. At this point in the game, he has a lot of mana. He, you know, it's fine. You know, in the earlier stages of the game, when he jump in, he jump out, they'd have to fully disengage. He'd be 40% mana. He wouldn't want to commit again.
Mhm.
But at this later stage of the game, he can go in, go out, drop a bunch of remnants because of his talent. And,
So it all started from Navi baiting for the Storm to jump because they know that Sumer is gonna be cocky and he's gonna like fuck around. So like TA and the Axe was hiding, expecting them, and then Storm was expecting that they were expecting. So he did what Gunner said,
Gotcha.
and then Tide expected, S4 expected, the expected, and then expected. So like he blinked in and catching the Axe. That's what happened.
That's
you
perfect.
can tell this game is very interesting, guys.
Yes.
So Roshan is probably the next big thing we're gonna wait for.
And we got a May respawn in 1 minute, so
Yeah, 1 to 4
Couple
minutes
minutes.
probably. Right?
Yep.
So he has not changed the rapier, and he queued up a blink after. I'm hoping it's the blink,
we'll see.
path, but he does have a lot of attack speed. I think he went for spell amp at 20, not the attack
Yep.
range, so or attack speed. So
Pretty good.
rapier's a little questionable with this build.
1050 pure damage. Quite good.
And everyone's 25, right?
Yeah.
Echo Stomp
Stomp
wake
wake.
damage. That's a really cool talent.
I don't know if I've ever seen it before.
Yeah, so you can actually like deal a lot of damage to someone and they won't wake up, which is really cool late game, because you can, like on a Weaver, if you sleep him in the earlier stage of the fight, you can deal 600, 700 damage, then he will wake up, and then you Laguna him. So it's like an extra couple seconds of stun.
Oh, he went Ice Blast kill threshold.
That's very rare. Most people will almost always go the cold feet
Yeah,
AoE.
the cold feet's pretty good, but they have so many fast heroes, and he already has Ags anyways, right? So his threshold is up to 17% now, which is an insane amount of health actually.
Is it 17 before the talent?
No. It's 12, I think. It's like 10, 11, 12, I think. Scaling. So it goes up
Yeah.
to 17 threshold and 17 duration with Ags.
Okay.
The Axe has 3 cores next fight. Watch out for Axe. He's gonna make some huge plays next fight.
He went
That's true.
call AoE, right?
Yes.
Yep.
It's been really good. He's been
Oh,
catching
look at
people.
this.
They didn't grab. Uses Dark Shadow, whatever. Oh, the Rabbit on top.
The bait.
They call him.
So
TA
Axe,
getting a
Axe
kill?
has another core. Axe core on the Storm.
He got him.
He got him. But
He
Storm
bought
bought
back
back right
instantly.
away.
He
They're
has boots of
trying-
travel.
Arteezy running for his life here. Does get caught by Bramble.
But it looks like Navi's heroes, they're not in ready. They're not in position.
Shoot side gunner, damn it. Doesn't shoot the bugs.
What did I do?
Huh?
Side gunner?
Why does that's what it's called, you know?
Oh,
Side gun. Why wouldn't it shoot the bugs? There's nothing around.
that is true.
I guess you can't shoot it if it's on your cannon, you know? It's crawling over
Yeah.
that. Can't shoot
So
yourself.
Sumail bought back again. This is another one of those things where he kind of opened a win condition.
Yeah.
I think at the same time, if Navi kept committing, that's a really good buyback.
This is the issue. He's queuing up. He needed a hard disable because he's like,
He sold. What did he sell? Nullfire. Correct.
yeah, I think so. Because he's basically jumping it, but he's having trouble getting the catch. He's trying to get in melee range, use Vortex, but
They have a
all the
lot of-
heroes can react. They can press BKB and stuff, but Hex, the cast range while you're balling in, you're not going to be able to stop it majority of the time.
I think the fight has to happen with Gyrocopter, Arteezy getting caught. Like Sumeru can't jump first.
Why does it have to be him? Just because?
Because of the
He can
thing
turn
that yeah, it's not a like Gyro's not gonna do that. So how they win? So how EG wins team fight is bait their BKBs and just play around the non-BKBs. RTC is not the carry of the EG right now. I feel like it's ET, Lina, Storm, the magical damages.
Which talented Tide get at 25?
Damage.
Everyone gets
Long
damage,
time
right?
ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they see TA here. They could potentially go on him, but the
There
rest
is
of
no
their
Ravage.
teams are all nearby.
There's no Ravage.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Could Light Strike Array somehow.
That's
He
why
has a
He has
Nag.
X, yeah.
I really wanted to see Shadowblade. Like, you know, there's like Invis stuff, Invis heroes, Invis items. They're really good late game.
Yeah.
Because the cores late game don't carry dust, don't have slots for dust.
even supports when they get more items. It feels much worse to drop an item for a gem.
Well, he just for crystallized the end.
Yeah, and the supports are usually at the back, right? So it's very hard for the supports to provide true sight because he wants to stay hidden at the back.
Roche is up. This Axe, can they even give it to anyone? I guess maybe Elder Titan?
If Sumeru dies here, it's pretty game over. This can decide the game.
Yeah.
Is he using that for
Sumeru
vision?
dies.
I think he was, right?
Yeah. They so EG right now, they want to delay this, right? They want to sit out of it and like keep them, thinking about Roche, but not committing to it. And that's because the mega creeps are gonna start pushing in slowly.
I don't know how this happened, but TA doesn't have a travel TP. This can be big. If he dies here, he doesn't have.
He can just drop a trap and TP back,
Oh, he does have. He does have Axe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
so he doesn't have to be too worried about it. The Axe is I think 30-second cooldown on the TP, so it's up fairly often. So Storm keeps pushing out the bot lane and then TPing to base, and then he's gonna just probably have bots and be able to be back at this fight.
Navi
The-
does have the superior Roche lineup, but the creeps are very bad. So
I mean, it's not like EG does it that slowly anyways, so.
I think they do it pretty slowly. Like it's
I
not
mean,
that
they've got
They have
Solar
Solar,
Crest, they have
250
Axe
damage.
Gush with -5. That's actually a lot of minus armor. Gyro's the damage monster at this point. I mean, that's quick.
This Axe is kind of useless, right? On the ET, I think it's just disarm, or is it it's the BKB now, right?
Yeah,
but
it's
nobody
a
else
KB.
can get it.
So
Nobody.
you're gonna give it to him. Refresher for your Tide again. Navi really wants to contest this. The TA is at his base pushing it out, but again he has a trap that he can probably DP to.
Navi has to be kind of careful with clumping up like this. You see the A Dark Willow Weaver position? They're too clumped up together.
But it's difficult to go on the high ground. I guess they have to worry about Ravage.
They can just like they know where they are, so they can like blindly go.
Oh, they're gonna jump
the
on
Axe
TZ.
core. The refresher on Axe.
Ortiz alive. Oh, but he's got the Ice Blast on him though. He can't heal. Satanic's
What's
wasted.
happening?
happening? Navi's BKBs are getting kited. This is really bad for Navi. Storm realizes it and he jumps in with BKB.
Navi's losing their
Pretty good
base to
Ravage.
mega creeps.
Not yet, not yet. Dark Willow looks like he's about to go down.
He has no buy.
He does have no buy, and now it's a kind of a
Their
free
throne's
Roche
getting killed.
for EG.
They're gonna defend it, but
That was so much damage actually. And that gives EG easy Roshan.
that was really clutch by Crit. He E-bladed the gyro, and the gyro's
that's why he
BKB,
lived.
the gyro BKB doesn't purge an ally's E-blade on you.
Oh really?
So he was
Okay.
E-bladed and BKB'd, so he took no damage at all, and he was able to back off. The Ice Blast was short
There's the
cooldown.
Hex.
He knows that there's no BKB.
Oh,
Oh,
the
good
Ravage.
Ravage.
Oh, the Ravage.
The
pull.
Oh!
Is this it? No buybacks coming. They're hitting it. They're hitting it.
But the glyph is there. Glyph is there.
Weaver's
Weaver's
down.
I think the throne's just gonna explode.
No, they have to. They didn't win yet.
They're sitting back. There's a Hex on Gyrocopter, but Satanic kicking in.
They should focus killing heroes, not the throne.
BKB comes out at the perfect time for TA.
He's gonna
Oh,
BKB hit
RTZ
it.
is just running in. But I think that's gonna be.
It's
Oh,
gonna be
the
close.
poor-
The call.
Yeah.
The big
Pulls him in
pull
again.
again.
The Lina stun to get
Oh.
Alright.
The flies right clicks.
it. EG gets a win on the board here.